We're going. Button. Ticking.
Let's go.
There's supposedly 9 of you waiting, so... I say 9 of you, because it's live now. Let me do the thing. Now, hold on a second while I juggle my screens, because...
Oh, juggle.
I had my controller plugged in to juice up. Okay, we're full juice. Let's hit X on Ragnarok, tab over. Please wait, but I do, in fact, have the disc in. I made sure, though I was trying to catch up on Judgment today. Wrap that up. Got plenty of time, though, because Amazon has sent me an email saying that my copy of the Dead Space remake has been delayed even more so.
Oh, really?
They're saying it will not arrive until at least the 3rd, possibly the 7th. I'm a little nettled.
It was actually a little bit the opposite for me, because I put mine in late, because I want to just make sure that the reviews are all like, this is the best fucking thing ever. And they are saying that. Before I put my order in. And, yeah, no, mine will arrive tomorrow.
Yeah,
so
that was my original point, but they emailed me to move it because it hasn't left anywhere yet. We'll see how that turns out for me, I guess. But reviews are good. They are positive. It do the thing. Okay, all right. So where we left off last time, we have Spear now. It does that, and it does this, and then it does that thing. So that's cool. We continued to say a lot of words, but not explain a lot of things to anybody, really.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to apparently continue down on the path where I guess I'm going to hit Heimdall with this spear. Is Kratos' plan. I think that's what we're going for. But
it's a magic spear. Super magic.
Map. Because... I'm trying to remember. I think...
I fucking comment on that I ordered back November 30th, exactly 2 months ago, is still just running late.
Ay. But okay, I do believe that Freya asked us to go do some side quests because we have a new spear. And she's like, well, if you want to go test that thing, let's go do some stuff around here.
Be on guard.
So we're going to go do some stuff around here and get into this. Because it's important to, while it feels like for our usual streaming schedule, the 3-ish or 4-ish hours feels like it usually encapsulates a segment very perfectly. Hey, there's a guy. He's just minding his own business.
Give him the stab.
Oh, I'm blocking shit. My bad. Hey, you. Don't do that.
I always love that, but you just explode the spear and some people just go flying and you're like, ha ha.
Whoop, I got fucking coming in. Okay. Do this. It's my... Okay. It's probably better from a little distance.
I did always think it was cool that the fucking Iron Yard just fucking ODSTN.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, there's a lot of interpolations of the Bifrost these days. No, it's square. There you go. Knock that over. I didn't have that effect. I think that's to dissuade Grim if Boy was here. But now we're fighting Einar Jarl.
Look at this man just fucking turtle standing.
All right, okay. I see what we got to do here. I just have. There is nothing else to do but just get in there and do the shield stun, and then just slap your shit. Did I hear another one of you yelling? There we go.
Timing with that.
Not my intention, but perfectly timed, yes. Well, you've been stunned. Anyway. Dumb thing again. and I sucked up your Bifrost goo. Ha ha ha. Oh, you're dead.
I was never very good with sucking up elements. I didn't use the spear a lot.
Yeah, it's all right. I like the better range on throwing, but I have 2 lying around, so I'm gonna pick those up. I definitely feel like there's a lot of room to do all the switching and stuff. But yeah, I was gonna say that while our timing for streaming usually fits in pretty well to the story beats, I do always want to keep trying to make progression and stuff because you know the game's been out a while. I still haven't gotten any real spoilers other than that I understand how Ragnarok works hypothetically. But there was a recent PlayStation trailer, I guess, a little like a new press thing they're doing called Live on PS5, where they showed, you know, weird little almost like micro sketches about games that are already out. But I believe this new ad campaign can include some shots that contain hints to games that aren't out yet. There was like, and I've seen news articles talking about the sighting of a giant Kratos axe in London, and I'm like, oh, they better not be gearing up for some kind of God of War type announcement. I'm not all caught up on this game. And obviously part of that's because, you know, we're choosing to stream it and stuff, but still, it's like, guys, it's only been like 2 months. You got another one you want to announce?
I don't know about that. Maybe I wouldn't mind like some Ragnarok DLC. Like I know that's not usually the course that's on Manica takes, especially with God of War. I don't think God of War has had a single DLC its entire life.
Yeah, I know, but
I will say that the way that Ragnarok ends, not everything is like the most nicely tied up in a bow.
well, and I think honestly, from what we've talked about how this game was developed, that makes sense because, as discussed, it is kind of like the plot points of 2 games rolled into 1 game on some level. So I could totally see how they weren't able to, you know, nicely tie all that stuff up with a bow and have to leave some open ends. Is that already blasted? I guess it is. It's just still shiny. Okay,
Oh well,
so
that one's just for combat.
yeah, I was just seeing if it would do something. Let's see. So we do have a
Like you're supposed to
elevator
throw
here.
throw your arrows there when there's like a creature like hanging on it and knock them off and be all like, yeah, fuck you.
So do we freeze this to move this? I do not remember this. It has been long enough that I do not remember this area at all because we came to Svartalfheim first, basically. So his door's locked. He won't let me in. I don't have any more prompts there. I don't see a boat dock or anything for us to go around. It's his big gate. I can scooch up here, but that just, you know, leads around this way. Anything up here? I mean, there's some stuff I could hypothetically futz with, but as you can see from that coffin that's opened, I've been here already. We're in the backtracking phase of the game. Let me look at the map. No, the boat dock's on the other side. That is weird. I mean, I guess I could just fast travel by Mystic Gateway somewhere else. That's not normally what we do, but I guess we got to do something like that. Unless there is something I am missing over here. I mean, there's the fucking doorway. Oh, right, shit. We didn't talk to him at the doorway, because this game is weird about checkpoints and saving. Even when I make a manual save, it doesn't just save state me. It, like, pushes me back a little bit. Okay, that's my bad, technically. I forgot about that. I have to actually talk to him about the thing. Because we got pushed back to do that before stream. Okay, all right, we're on track. It's also very funny, though, that ad campaign I talked about where some people are speculating because of another, like, couple of shots in those trailers if that was, like, a tease of a potential new Uncharted title, even though Neil Druckmann literally just said, like, last week, Naughty Dog has no plans to make any more Uncharted games, and also, we might not even be making Last of Us Part 3. And I'm like, well, then what the fuck are you doing with your life?
Are you all right?
Not the first time I've had an Aesir threaten my life.
Yeah, so that's a very interesting thing we're at.
Thinking I'd like it to be the last.
I might do some post-game. We'll see. We got to see where we're going.
I haven't done
Because
any of the post game.
in this?
Again, I keep thinking about it. I haven't been like I've been. Actually, guys, I'm gonna let you guys know I actually am very into Back for Blood. I actually keep playing it in my off hours.
I do also. That's part of why I had to like force myself over the weekend to be like, no, you're very close to the end of Judgment, my guy. You need to just get back in there and work on finishing that game. But yeah, there was a Yu-Gi-Oh event ongoing that I cleared as much of the rewards as I wanted, and then I'm like, I could still play some Back for Blood. It's good. It's fun.
It
okay,
is.
so Durlin, we talked.
And I'm telling you, there's no better price than free. So if you have the appropriate tier level, I highly suggest that you pick it up.
Okay. Well, let's go down, because I think, yeah, there's a boat here now, so we can go around that way. We have discovered a new boat. Oh, and a new chest.
Brian Spears, hey guys, give me your best Heimdall insults. I'll go first. HEIMDALL.
Hey.
Solid one, but I think my preferred one is HEIMDALL.
That's a good one.
Mhm.
He thinks that he's a brainy boy. You could also go with the internet classic, Heimderp.
That's also good.
Hold on, back up the boat. We gotta pick the thing. Give me the stat boosts. Ooh, vitality. That's a good one. All right. But yeah, we've got a couple of things we can go back to after we're actually caught up on this. I know I've talked about if you want to stream the Dead Space remake to the people, which
Sure, like I
would
said,
work.
my copy should be tomorrow.
And obviously, I highly doubt that by the time I'm finished streaming this, I won't also have my copy and have beaten it at least once. Yeah, so he's just completely locked his house up. All right, good to know.
Like, I've seen a lot of people talking about if you've played Dead Space, you'll slot, like, right in. Like, it has new mechanics and whatnot, but nothing will be, like, so super new and strange.
Yeah.
And like I said, I've played, like, I never beat it on the hardest difficulty. But I did think I played it on hard and did the plasma gun only challenge. Which is a fun challenge. I still love it.
And there are, if I remember rightly, there are still some dumb trophies and chivos in the remake. Like, if you want to go stupid hard, you can do some stuff still.
Yeah, that's the reason why I did the plasma gun. Oh, there was an achievement. Complete the game with only the plasma gun. I'm all like, I can do that.
Yeah, and then
That's one of the things I
apparently
always
they've been
like-
running with that one.
Yeah.
Right way.
That's something I really did enjoy about Dead Space is the fact that you could just have the starter weapon and it is a completely viable option the entire fucking game.
Yeah,
I love
and
shit like that.
honestly, I think for the most part, it really is like one of the best weapons. Like, I think the only other weapon I really, really used consistently was, I think it was called the Ripper, or the saw blade gun.
Yeah, that's the Ripper.
Yeah, like that is the only other thing besides the plasma gun I think I ever actually bothered to like carry and pick up ammo for, because I don't even remember. There weren't that many weapons in Dead Space 1, and a lot of them.
Plenty of weapons. Like, cause you start with the plasma gun,
Yeah.
then there's the military rifle, the line gun, the force gun, the
Right, yeah,
don't
there's the
remember
line gun.
I don't remember if the rivet gun was in this one. I think that came later.
Yeah, I don't
But
think it
also
was.
the flamethrower.
That was probably another one that I used decently. Yeah, I remember now, the flamethrower, because it's
And
good
the
for very
Ripper.
specific enemy types.
Yeah, and the Ripper.
The line gun was just big plasma. So it kind of worked, but you kind of didn't need it because that just meant you had to keep track of more ammo. And I felt like playing it, and I think I played it on like the normal difficulties back in the day. But
I feel
I
like
felt
there's
like
a
the
ton I'm
military
missing.
rifle was not that useful,
Well,
which was kind of the point. That
the problem with the military
ship got
rifle
clowned on.
is like it was an alright gun, but its alt fire was completely bullshit. It made no sense. Back in the original game, the military fire, when you did its alt fire, you would crouch, the tri-barrel would open up and spin around you and shoot all around you. Dead Space is not a game where you are, constantly swarmed by like a lot of enemies. Usually, a lot of times they do one-on-one encounters, but in the moment you'll get like 2 or 3, but they're pretty good about making sure that you're not like just utterly fucking swarmed. So the military rifle never got like real used. In the second game, I remember they actually improved it because they gave the military rifle a grenade launcher. I'm all like, yes, this is exactly what this needed.
Yeah. And I mean, it's supposed to be a pretty close, but I don't know if they've like retuned some of the weapons to be a little more
I know.
effective.
I definitely know that. I remember them talking about this. Listen, I've been waiting for this game for a while.
Take a shortcut this way.
I feel like there was one more fucking gun.
I also feel like there was one more gun. Now that you like when you listed them all out, I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, I remember that name sounds familiar. I don't think I used most of those, but I was like, that sounds right. But I'm like, it does feel like there was supposed to be one more.
There's one more gun. I think I have an image in my head, but I can't think of it. Hang on, let me see. Dead Space guns. Let me tab away from my new spell list.
The flamethrower was
Contact
definitely
beam,
like
that's
my
what it
third.
was.
Which one?
Contact beam.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I liked that one, but it also ate through ammo like a motherfucker. It's funny, but it's not necessarily very effective. Well, Kratos assassin people.
Yep, 7 weapons, and I just pulled up a list in the remake. They're all back in there. So hella, no rip again. That must have been Dead Space 2.
Yeah.
I don't plan on my soul parts floating to Alfheim stone cold sober. When the Aesir ran me through, I'd rather be too hammered to feel it.
This is what societal oppression does to you. It breeds alcoholism.
Ooh. Oh yeah, and that's another thing they were talking about, and they did in the remake with the weapons. Instead of having to spend your credits and stuff on them, you'll just find the weapons in them, so you get to test them out a little bit without having to invest in them.
That is good. That's another thing that was a little. Dead Space was a really, really cool game, and it established a lot of things for survival horror and space survival horror in general. There's a lot of mechanics that, like, I think if people trace them back would come back to that, because, like, they ended up with, the alternate abilities like stasis and, like, kinesis to, pick up and move shit around, slow enemies or slow objects down so you can interact with them, that kind of stuff, and had their variety of weapons. Obviously, it had the diegetic interface where, like, everything was just displayed in universe, including your click to see where you're going. So good.
The fucking wayfinding was literally the best fucking thing. I swear to God. Just put out your head and you just follow the blue light, and you can just toggle which light led you where. I'm just like, this is the best. I haven't checked out. I haven't checked on the map. I literally never used the fucking map because it was the most confusing fucking thing to understand in the goddamn world.
Maps can be that way, but yeah, like they still had the system of, like, you get upgrades and then you can use them at workbenches, very classic stuff that's in lots of, not even survival horror games, but lots of just, like, survival and stealth type games.
With the 97-part safety regulations handbook written specifically for the operation, maintenance.
He hasn't run out of dialogue yet, so I keep pressing triangle.
Do what you will.
I don't really know what
Thanks anyway.
Kratos thinks he's doing, just standing here in this bar with these two dudes harassing people, but it's funny. Okay, now he's run out of dialogue. Okay, so I think we go out the other door. Well, it's a big full-size door. Okay, I thought that was a small door.
Maybe
yeah,
it's one of those
Dead Space remake's
multi-size
gonna be
doors.
cool. The Dead Space remake is cool. It's very well rated. Though it is funny, I literally just saw an IGN article that was like, "Gee, IGN, why do you use so many 7s?" Their logic is basically like, there's too many video games and products anywhere, so anything that normally would score below a 5 is probably bad and you've never heard of, so we're just not going to use that anymore. And so 7 is our average. My opinion is just then give yourselves a fucking 5-point scale, IGN.
Yeah.
But they won't. But yeah, it's funny to see how people think about those things. Like, Metacritic's basically like a percentage score at this point with the 100-point scale.
Yeah.
I think the 10-point scale gives you granularity, but if 7 really is your average, then that's not a 10-point scale. It's a 5-point scale and a tall hat. You need to just make it a 5-point scale. You'll be okay. Whatever. It's part of their thing. 8 out of 10, too much water.
I think this is why I'm becoming to like the more non-standard reviews, where they don't necessarily give you a number, but instead just maybe an idea of like.
You a fucking crossbow? You throwing crossbow bolts at me? You can play that game.
Where like
they
some
snuck up
people
behind
will
me.
just. But I can definitely stream Dead Space Remake. I'm just not sure when I would slot that in.
Yeah, because we've talked about before, we do want to make sure we go back to Great Ace Attorney, because we both like that game, and it's, in the middle of Game 2. Actually, still in the beginning of Game 2. We're on Case 2-2. And also, you know, you started the trek down the Mega Man line, so X3 would be next. So it would be good to, you know, return to either of those before we get too deep. And if at any point we could just be the algorithm and do survival horror games for like forever, because we've talked a lot over the years about doing a lot of Resident Evil stuff, and obviously the RE4 remake comes out this year. You played RE4 previously on this channel.
Yeah, I think
so there's definitely some stuff there. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, no. Actually, I think that's like a lot of my actually, now that I think about it, when I stream, I like to stream those games. I wouldn't call BioShock necessarily like survival horror, but
It's... Yeah, BioShock is not formatted like a survival horror game, but it is an FPS with, like, survival and, you know, resource management elements, and it definitely has elements of horror. So, yeah, it fits the vibes.
Yeah, but no, like, because I did the Fear trilogy, I did RE4. I think RE2's on there, on here somewhere, maybe. I don't know if I did RE2 or not. Definitely not RE3.
I think you did at least one stream of the RE2 remake, yeah. Ooh, purple.
Purple.
A firebomb from the chief anti-Odin propagandist in Durlin's rebellion.
And I'm always talking about, like, because I'm hyped for, like, the Silent Hill 2 remake. I'm hyped for RE4 remake. It's very weird. I never really consider myself a horror game fan, but I like horror. Like, I know a lot of people just use the term survival horror, but I prefer the term action horror.
And there are definitely more action-y survival horror games, because, like, Resident Evils and the remakes, yeah, those have, like, your classic limited inventory management. I'm not going anywhere near where my objective is here. Hold on. I don't think that's going to help me. No, I think I need to... Well, I'm having fun bumming around in this village. I don't think there's a specific quest here, so... I should probably
Well, like I
figure
said,
out
who
where
knows,
my
like,
boat
what
is.
lovely hidden things might be hidden.
I did find an artifact, so that's good to complete that set, but...
But, like...
And there's one of these.
Survival, like... Oh, yeah.
And there's a chest back there.
There is a chest back there. But I've never, like... I like survival horror, but I do think there is a difference between survival horror... Oh, neat. Oh, it's a flower.
Sparkthorn, you have an interest in botanicals now?
I'm just not gonna answer that question, I guess. Okay. I was waiting for it, but he's... Nope, nothing. All right, okay. That's fine, Kratos. Keep your secrets.
But, like, I believe, like, survival horror is a genre where you must have agency, but you are given a lot of limited tools to do this. This is why, you know, games like Alien Isolation, I think, is a good match for that, because you are not consigned to just run away from the monster. You are given tools and abilities to deal with it, combat it, or run away from it. But at no point are you ever 100% in control of the situation.
Yeah. And Alien Isolation specifically also changes things up, because it gives you one big scary monster you can't possibly just overcome with violence, but also does occasionally pepper in, you know, androids, the working Joes, and regular, like, human people who are often a problem in the Alien universe for you to, you know, deal with. And, like, sometimes you can be like, yeah, I feel great. I can, you know, kick ass with this wrench. And then, you know, Skippy the Xenomorph pops out of the vent and you're just like, ah! Flee!
And that's what important. This is why I've talked to many people, like, I can't play games like Amnesia, Outlast, things of that nature, because it just removes my ability to beat problems with a stick. Some people might think that's unnecessarily violent, but,
It's called fight or flight for a reason.
Yes.
You get my hammer yet?
No, I don't have your hammer yet. I need to go to the place where your hammer is.
Trying to figure that out.
Inconveniently, you have chosen to park yourself far away from your hammer. I'm kidding. If he could get to his hammer himself, he would just pick it up.
So survival horror is usually where you have limited supplies, and you must be very careful about that. Now, in gameplay, I'm usually a fairly thrifty person anyway. I'm that guy who plays Final Fantasy and never uses fucking X potions or elixirs ever, just in case I fucking need them. I could be, you know, fighting the final boss and I'll have like 99 in them and still not use a 1. I'm like, nah. What if I need it later?
I mean, listen, in Final Fantasy VII, that was the move because the final boss is save for Sephiroth with the Heartless Angel, which drops you to 1 HP and 1 MP, I think. So
I think
that's
that
when
is
you
probably
need.
a
What's
time
when
I-
you need your elixirs.
Yeah. So I'm usually pretty thrifty in such games anyway. Like RE4, if you I think if you I do believe I did this a lot. If you play RE4, like my go-to strat was to use 1 9mm bullet to the head, and when they're fucking stunned, kick them and then run up and just start slashing them with my knife constantly.
You're right.
And you know, it worked a lot as long as I wasn't fighting like 8 dudes.
Was there always this weird toothy whale skeleton here? Huh.
Yeah, Atreus commented on it when you were, because there's a landing area and there's a place that you can stand next to it. Well, not here, but like over there.
Yeah, I see. There's some lines. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I ever approached it from the water side. Is what I remember the conversation. This is the thing about wondering about. We brought up. I think it was the Happy Souls comment about seeing dead things makes you wonder what those things were like when they were alive, and then the skull comes at you. Ah!
Aye. I remember very fondly a lake nymph called Nimue. Very talented.
This is a very interesting conversation.
I meant that literally. She made the best swords in all the Isles and had big dreams about what she'd do with them one day. I wonder what came of her.
You see, you can't do this, Mimir. You can't.
And there's a Kratos axe in London, huh?
Like, listen.
Shit, are we
like,
gonna get Arthurian? Fuck.
I mean, I would love to get Arthurian.
I mean, I would. I don't remember. I think that was Wednesday. I think that was a Wednesday at Final Fantasy. We had a long conversation about Shakespeare plays at some time with the squad, and Midsummer Night is my favorite. That's the one with all the extra fairies in it. So yeah, now fuck it. Let's go. Spencer's Fairy Queen. Arthur. There's a lot of weird bullshit because the Arthurian mythos is pretty old. There's a lot of weird Welsh stuff in there. All right, so wrecked cart.
You're probably looking for the fucking rune thing that'll let you access another area. I just can't remember where it was.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember because I remember looking at it and you going, "Yeah, you can't work with that yet," and I'm like, now I'm in my brain. I'm like, where the fuck did that end up?
Did you make the spear? Wait, no. Brok has to be the one to tell me what happened. I'm just gonna pretend I was.
Actually, open up your map.
Hold on, let me double check in with the boy.
All right.
Okay.
But as I was talking about, so horror action is actually games I consider like RE5 and Dead Space, where you still have limits in inventory and ammo, but you're usually given a lot more ability to kill things than one would normally expect. Like take Isaac Clarke for example. He picks up a fucking plasma gun, but also has several other weapons to deal with his menace. I wonder if they actually improved the melee at all in Dead Space.
I mean, yeah, they might have improved your slap. The stomps, they showed that in the gameplay. The stomps are still strong stomp.
Yeah, but open up your map and see if the rune thing is a
Yeah, let's see if there's a point of interest.
completion.
Nope.
A completion token on one of your things. See, that's lore.
If we go back through the watch on the other side, there is that. Is that red thing? No, that's a
What does that
Yggdrasil
say?
portal. That's a boat dock. I mean, I still need to
that's
go
a
here because that's where Spirit of Rebellion is, but... it might be that boat dock up there.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they get marked on your thing.
Yeah, I don't...
You can also remember
Sure.
there's also you can go back down to the fucking the geyser area. It's not just this area.
Yeah, we can also do that, but... Oh, it's just Mystic Gateway. I feel like... I know that they're shaped differently, but I feel like the Mystic Gateway and the plot or side quest icons should have been different colors. I sometimes get
Probably.
confused because I'm like, blue with wiggly line. Nope, that's a door. It's not a plot. All right, but I think if we
Okay.
head back this way, I don't think there's anything in there.
You will remember this.
The yellow one. What is it? Where did it come from?
Bird.
It's a very loud horn, and I've not the faintest idea.
Mimir.
No, truly.
Where
No
would be a
one
good
knows
place to
where the
even...
Galaphone originated.
Where the fuck did that bird... Okay,
Odin
went over
just
there,
gained
alright.
possession of it one day.
Where the heck would even be a good place? I guess up there would be a good spot to try and get that bird. Can I get back up there? Yes, I'm distracted by this bird.
Burb. Yeah, climb up there. That'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, get around this way. This is where I think I can just cheat to the top. This is where I fought some of the Engi. And it should be out over here, I think. Curse you, ambient light.
Flying low.
Yeah, I felt like it rose up over this lip of this like
Oh, yeah.
cliff
I think
here.
I see it. I think I saw it. Thought I saw it. Am I blind?
Healing emotion. You'd think seeing a radioactive green raven would be easy, but
No, not
what
here.
are you looking? Oh, there it is. Fuck.
Okay. Surprise!
Oh, it's fucking dive bombs. Okay, so maybe it'll be easier when we're coming this way. Okay, so it does the arc over here.
Flute!
Little lock. Freya, please don't block my line of sight. Boom, got him.
First try.
Works every time. Okay, all right, let's go back to figuring out where the heck we're going. Kratos, out! No, that's the climb. No, I don't want to go that way. That's slow. Whee! Okay. And just to be sure, there's
I guess
not a
if
Mystic
need be.
Gateway. No, there's not a Mystic Gateway there.
I guess if need be, I could stream on Thursdays. I suppose. Do you still plan on doing bonus streams on Thursday?
Yeah, but only probably like once a month because it'd be like a, you know, Patreon and YouTube membership thing.
A neck.
Hmm.
Lungs. No, that's
If you want to do some Thursday stuff, I'm okay with that. We used to do it that way, but then, you know, you were you got back to working after lockdown and said that you didn't have a lot of time for other stuff like working on graphics and other things and also just existing. Time off is important, chat. Work-life
really
balance. But if you want to just take a couple, it doesn't even have to be like every week. You want to take a couple Thursdays. I have no problem with that, obviously.
Well,
I
I'm
like
thinking
streaming.
about it. I forgot that Dead Space Ascent wasn't that long, but they're saying it's like only like a 12 to 15-hour game. And me, I'm trying to take off my nostalgia glasses. I'm going, was it really only short originally?
I mean,
don't
maybe
know.
if you know what you're doing, yeah. Like, as we said, Dead Space is not really a game that's like hard to navigate deliberately. No, don't go in there. That's how I get back to the town.
Because I think I was talking shit about Callisto Protocol being that short, but also at the same time, having played Callisto Protocol, I also feel like it's kind of just vapid. while
Yeah,
playing
it's...
it.
Callisto Protocol might end up being the same length. Okay, so there was a boat dock right here. I was just bamboozled by the skeleton.
If memory serves, we're heading in the right direction to find that large dwarven statue.
Yeah, and then we stood here.
Dunland's
We
hammer
talked about the
shouldn't
thing.
be far behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, if I put in I could put in 4 solid 3 to 4 hour sessions and probably beat it. That's like a month. I can add it to my log of lucky screams at games.
People generally seem to like those. As evidenced by, once again, that fact that I did do that poll for bonus streams, and the #1 winners were not, Omega Has Fun Punching Guys streams or, shooting zombies. There's a little bit of spooking in Back 4 Blood. It was like, hey, we want you to play the roguelike or play Yu-Gi-Oh!, which we know makes you yell and scream.
The cache just over there, to be precise.
Joke's on them. I'm actually pretty good at Hades. I've made, 69 attempts. Not kidding.
I feared it was
Nice.
dangerous, so I came along. And was, well, seeing unproven, right?
Is that why you haven't moved on?
My son. I suspect he went in search of the second half of the treasure. Please find him and tell me his fate. If you require...
Now, if you want to see someone yelling and screaming, let Lucky play Hades. I will get mad.
Oh, I am sure you will. We've talked about this with games like Stellaris and Civ. You and I tend to get... We can both get pretty pissed off at stuff. We tend to get slightly annoyed at different things. Like, most of the time, Hades kind of bullshit doesn't really bother me. And like I said, I have fucking loads of hours in that game. I've, made 69 escape attempts, most of which were successes, though not all of them. What is it? I think it's in God mode, you get 2% damage reduction every time you die. I'm at exactly 60, so I think that means I died 30 times. So it's a little bit over a 50-50. But obviously, as you get deeper in the game, it gets more likely that you'll succeed. But, like, as I said, Yu-Gi-Oh! That makes me, like, yell and cuss and stuff. Oh, here, I don't remember if this is the first one I saw, but here is one.
No, this can't be it because you had to use the spear to get up here.
True, yeah. So this must be... This is probably still for the hammer, but this is not the other one we were looking for earlier. Well, I'll figure that one out sometime. But, like, that's with, like, me dealing with, like, other players and mechanics and just being like, please, just don't let it be Ash. And then I get Ash Blossomed, and I'm like, fuck. Well, turns over. Ooh, plot chest. Is a guy gonna come out and try and punch me?
Yeah, no, Brian Spears. Yeah, no, it's Thor's daughter. Literally, Thor's daughter.
Yeah, Thor's daughter.
Would know anything about it.
I would remember that because that is a naming convention for dwarfs in Gensekai.
I mean, it's not that weird. Like, have you ever
patronymic.
considered names, like Jackson and stuff like that?
Yeah, those are all patronymics.
Yeah.
That's funny, Freya getting a little moved up there. Okay. So you guys got some arm. Whoop. Axes that side. Aw, you're fucking that asshole.
That asshole.
Thankfully, I in real life had a last second dodge, and it carried over to the video game last second dodge. I was like, red! No, not really. Freya apparently can't kill well, they've got armor, I guess. That's probably why she can't kill a couple of ads. No, he got me.
Got you with the slap.
I want to use... Yeah, I'll use the rock I just bought. This is for a side quest. Freya, go apeshit. I hold the Freya goes apeshit
That was
button.
high!
Freya, they're on it. You gotta aim down the slope.
Yeah, no, like, well, like, thinking about getting mad, like, I think I'm kind of, I don't know if patient is the right word. Like, because, like, when we play Stellaris, like, you were getting, what's the word I want to use? Steamed over, oh, God, what were you getting steamed
I was
over?
pirates. I got, because we ended up talking about this later. Like, I just had a pirate enclave, like, appear in a literal choke point. I got fucking side blasted again. Okay, well, we'll try that again. Yeah, they appeared at a literal choke point in my empire and just, like, spawned with, like, more naval power than I had in my whole empire put together. And I'm like, okay, game, is that necessary? Like, it starts small, and then I like, slowly come to the realization of, like, okay, so there's pirates. Where are they? They're here. Okay, they're going to just destroy that station. They're how strong? They're going to bully my entire fleet. As I try to, like, start moving my, like, construction and observer ships around, I'm like, wait, you mean they're bisecting my entire empire? Like, that's the kind of stuff where, like, not necessarily death spirals, but game bullshit snowballing, like, game, you did not have to arbitrarily pick a way to fuck me, like, completely, but you did. Why did you do that to me?
I have learned that Stellaris is the game that no matter what will somehow arbitrarily fuck you.
Yes, that was a conversation we ended up having later. Like, that is Stellaris' thing. Now, sometimes it's depending on what your build is and what you're going for, it's less problematic than others. Like, I think all of the rest of you guys were mainlining naval fleet upgrades and stuff, so the power level of the pirates I encountered would not have been a problem for any of you guys' empires. It was just the way I was building, which is a little more focused on building up resources and stuff, like getting a lot of upgrades to research faster and do better at resource gathering than just picking fleet upgrades automatic. I hate this fucking guy, by the way. I'm not yelling and screaming about it. I just don't like this guy. There's not really anything to be mad at. It's just really annoying.
Throw chakrams at it. Oh, God.
Nah, he fucking punched me because he has 2 unblockable attacks back to back, and then he's gonna spit on me. Yeah. I am gonna throw chakrams at you. If I can lock onto this guy. Actually, we might catch that second guy in a second there.
Yeah, you got him.
And why do you fuckers have, like, armor and shit? Oh, now you're fucking locking a guy up. Thank you, Freya. Oh, I'm locked onto that guy. That's weird.
Don't forget your special attacks.
Yeah. The game is also being a little weird with my lock-ons. Is that... What was my light?
Watch out.
Ah, it's a shockwave. Ooh, that gooped that guy.
Watch out. But actually, fun fact, I've been playing a pretty decent game of Stellaris here. I don't know if I'm gonna win because the guys in the lead literally have like not 100 times, but like 50 times the fucking weight score I do, and I don't know why.
Yeah,
I really
Stellaris is a weird game. Like, I usually have fun just playing it, but I don't complete a lot of games because it does a lot of time just kind of end up that way where you're like, okay, this is my quarter of the galaxy. I can't go anywhere, and either somebody opened a fucking L gate and nanites or hell demons came out of it. Thanks, guys. Alternatively, or I opened the L gate and nanites or demons, hell games came out of it. Good job, me.
I was actually fortunate. I opened up the L gate. I got a fucking just a lost empire. I was like, okay, sweet. But
okay.
See if you can like.
Well, I can.
I feel you can go this way. I remember. No, that's you need the explosive for this one.
Do I?
Like the explosive jar or whatever.
Wrong one. It's this way.
But
nope, that's my runic.
But
it's my other runic. I will remember what, but I always get aim and block confused. Chat, you know this. I gotta hold down R2. That's right. I have 2 throws. There we go. Okay. I wasted all those resources in something I knew that since you said it was correct. Okay,
it's
so
right there.
This thing. Oh, it is right here.
Yeah. I didn't know it was right there, but just still.
Well, I didn't notice that go by the first time.
Yeah, me neither. But
okay.
in Stellaris right now, I think it's because these other empires are fast-tracking a bunch of mega constructions, which, by the way, I am learning to love. I can put a fucking orbital ring and an arcology ring on planets, and it looks fucking sick. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, mega structures are rad. That reminds me, I should start a new. I should buy Aquatics because in that multiplayer game, I tried out the Here Be Dragons for the first time. It fucking rules.
I play it like the dragon is under my command, and I have a fleet of like 10 fledgling dragons. You can only have 10 max, by the way. Let you know that, but they like have like 170k fucking power. I'm just like terrifying.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That reminds me of the thing I did in our multiplayer experiment. Oh, that guy fucking tongued me. Get off me. Get off me. Fucking get the fuck out of here. Hold on, if I'm just gonna stay at range and chuck, which I should be doing because my HP is very bad. Wow, this guy's like possessed and does not give a fuck. Let the demon out of you.
Watch out.
Nah, he fired along.
Hail Mary. But nice.
But yeah, when I was gonna say real quick, in our multiplayer game, I like got a weird story event where I encountered like a self-aware nanite swarm thing, like an AI that can change different forms, and I could just ask it to be a ship, and it became a battleship. And I was just like, this is neat.
No, there's a lot of neat things that happen in Stellaris, but I think there's a problem where they might sometimes have, I don't want to necessarily call it content bloat, but if you go on anything faster than because I usually play on slow when I'm actually trying to enjoy myself. If I move it up to normal, fast, and fastest, it's just constantly, I'm getting alerts for, events, fucking, events, anomalies, research, just constantly. I'm just like, it's hard.
Yeah, I definitely feel like part of that is what the next update, the First Contact DLC, is supposed to be about, because that's gonna overhaul primitives, and that was my #1 source of useless fucking interrupts and updates. Is when you've got an observation post and they're just like, they did this, they did that. You're influencing their society. They're gonna become better someday. But yeah, like when you're in the early game, especially. Oh, that was
You have a heal, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it. Freya. I can tell. Look, I can tell Freya to shoot stuff at him. Wow. Yeah, you're gonna get fucking
hit.
bifrosted, nerd.
You know, I am excited for it because there are interesting first contact ones. Like, in my game, I've actually had to put the slap on a couple. Oh, what the fuck?
I think it
I had to
created
put
a
a
poison
couple.
pool.
Yeah, I had to put a slap on a couple permutations that got too uppity in my space. They're like,
Oh, that was unblockable. That was my bad.
Yep. They're like, yes, this is your space, but we are our own people, so fuck you. And even though I actually changed up my ethics, and now I'm fanatically spiritual and pacifist. I went in there and slapped their shit, and was like, down. And now they know peace and prosperity under my banner, as I have given them many systems. But no, I remember another one I did. It was a it was an early space age one, and they built they were building their own megastructure. They were making an attack moon, and I was just all like, you know, you guys seem all right. You don't seem weird. I will fund your fucking moon. And they're like, oh, thank you. Here, we will build you our best fucking ships. I'm like, these ships are pretty good.
Yeah, that's where a lot of the fun stuff. I had a lot of fun in, not super recently, but in previous playthroughs, playing around with the like federations and vassals and stuff system that you can get to like establish like alliances and invite people. And if you actually get that Federation fleet stuff rolling, it can be very interesting, especially with AIs, because they will feel obligated to contribute a little bit of fleet power and give you, you know, Federation fleets. I did that once where I did like a situation with like where we were like a lost colony or offshoot. So I ran into like the other like weird space humans who were like all corporate on Earth, and you know, they were like, oh, hey, we're the same race, even though we have different cultures. We're cool, we're fun, we're having fun times. And I was just like, hey guys, you want to be in my Federation? And they were like, yeah, sick. And just started adding ships to the fleet, contributing to the fleet power.
Loki's now gonna stealthily place Stellaris in the background.
Go for it. What, by the way, I'm just wondering, what, by the way, about this particular one made this guy a mini-boss?
I don't know.
Like, he's just a possessed Grim guy. What is his deal? Oh, fuck, he did the thing.
Well, let me see. Let me look him up. Stunga. Let me see if he's actually in a mythos.
I guess he could be a mythically significant one. He's got a name. Right, hit him with the slaps. Give him the bips. Shave off those HP bars. Get in there. Get in there. Come on. Fucking acid.
Okay, interesting. So the first thing I found is a Wikipedia article of Gunnlaugur Ormstronga, who was an Icelandic skald, which is basically a poet. Let's see here. Well, apparently people are saying that Ormstronga here is actually surprisingly difficult, so don't feel.
Well, they've given what is normally a slightly annoying squirrely like enemy, but they've given him the mini boss upgrade, so he's actually like he's pretty chunky, which lets him get in some fun stuff there.
Yeah, no, people are actually talking him one of the most annoying mini bosses here. I didn't have that much of a problem. I think it took me like only a couple tries, but. It's just lucky tooting his horn. Hashtag humble brag.
I'll get in there. I'll try. Maybe I'll be a little more melee aggressive. Let's see. I think I got most of his
Oh wow. Okay.
pattern slings.
Apparently, people have figured out a way of how to fucking cheese this dude.
What is he weak to? Do I throw rocks at him?
No. It's apparently if you can knock him on the ground and you can do that fucking move where you just stab your spear into him on the ground. Apparently, you can stun lock him. I guess. I don't know.
I have a quick turn button?
Yeah.
I did not. I don't think that's ever come up. It's very relevant. It's funny, though, that that's also my spear button. Let's see, I think it's... Is this poison or something there?
Yeah, just keep doing that.
I don't see... Oh, he ran away. And I'll fucking blast him again. I must have been getting some flawless blocks.
Yeah, just...
Ooh! Trying to do a lot of poison. Luckily, as we've established, the spear has a lot of range. I think I stunned him out of his weird tongue thing. Ah! That,
Honestly, I think
that
it's not- I
shit
think
sucks. The
think
unblockable jumpy spin. That's hard.
Honestly, it does look like just in general the spear seems to be doing all right.
Yeah, I was wondering if they wanted me to do the spear, because we are in, like, the... You just got the spear. You're chesting out the spear. Usually, you know, as we've established, it's axe for single target big deeps.
Watch out!
Fuck, nope. I was in the middle of doing my animation. Let me just try that with the spear from the start.
Yeah, if you get him on the ground, just keep doing your heavy into him. Apparently, that if you do it fast enough, you'll just stun lock him into that, or at least be able to.
Unless that was the patch they did, like, last week.
Maybe.
Oh, I do need an explodey rock. Yeah, Stellaris is pretty kino. I should boot up a game. I like space.
I like dragons.
About space dragons.
Oh, I actually found there's actually a excavation site that just does the sea shanty that they have. And you're just all like, research it more. We must find more of it. I'm all like, yeah. I'm gonna go. It's a good shanty, by the way.
It is.
I wish I would remember it better, but I don't.
I occasionally hum a few bars when we play Barrow Trauma, which is almost in 1.0.
I don't know how much I want to say is that 1.5. I know. Like,
Yeah, no. I mean, they feel like the game is at a 1.0 state. It was technically an early access. It's still, we still have our little things. I know that, like, whenever the highlights come out more, I don't know how much Lucky will put it in, but there's definitely footage of me bitching at the inventory system a lot because, as the security officer, like, it's my job normally when we're playing the game to do stuff like, okay, so I man one of the guns usually, and also if there's anything we need to do with, like, people outside or murdering us in the ship, I, am part of the crew for that. So I very frequently have to go, like, okay, well, if they're approaching, well, let's kill them. Oh, no, it's a hammerhead. It's broken our doors. I need to go put on a suit and come back and, like, juggle my combat armor and stuff. And the game just doesn't want to do easy, fast things. There's no, like, axe this once. And it's like, is there no dedicated reload button? I'm pretty sure there isn't.
No, you gotta, pull out one magazine, put in another, which, in a world, that does make sense, but at the same time, it doesn't. Like, you should be able to quickly eject a mag and slap another one in.
Yeah, and it does, like, what the game decides. Yeah, this is, in fact, the cheese strats. We've got him in the loop. Enter the fuck box.
Yep.
Bye, sucks to suck. All right, we got him. Okay, cool. We can move on.
Mission accomplished.
He dropped some stuff. What did you give me? An emblem of illusion. Not familiar with that word.
Oh, you can dodge faster.
Yeah, but I think I need super high cooldown to activate the perk though.
Oh,
Whew, that is a lot. I would need to be full like cooldown build, I think. No, my runic is that high, so hypothetically if I was going full cooldown I could do it, but damn. Well, let's upgrade some skills. Give me some more spear shit.
Spear shit. God, I think I am gonna put in back my Ragnarok. It's just start working on my completionist.
Okay, so
I did
Maelstrom.
plat the first one, didn't I? Yeah.
So if we do hit more combos, we build up, and then when we've got the Maelstrom, we can do L1 triangle to fucking to the heavens.
Rawr.
Oh, though this does remind me of something. So I'll preface this. Obviously, you know, there's some. There we go. There's a unique versus Sventhorn. Final Fantasy 14 still got some updates, doing some patching, you know, getting some stuff. The Valentine's event is gonna start soon. We'll probably be taking care of that relatively quickly. Do I even? But I gotta go through
I think
a thing.
it starts. Yeah, I think it starts tomorrow. I think. I'll double check. Though.
No game. Don't. Oh wait, no, there's a torch right here. Okay, that's a lot easier.
What are you talking about? Just go back to the grenade thing and run it back.
I can't. I don't think I can run it back through the loop, but I might be able to have to fucking do it through the hole.
No, go on top of. Like, I think you can reach it from up there.
Here's our Jaeger's
like,
Hotel. Yeah. Okay. So yes, there's a.
I can see
Yeah.
the rubble from here, brother.
But also, let me touch this.
We're in the right place.
It's one of these things. Put him in the box.
Put him in the fuck box.
Just slurp.
Got him. Another one already? Great. Why exactly do you keep popping up, little one? Does your boss have you spying on us?
No, that wasn't our intention.
But what I was gonna say was that with the last patch update, there was a new
Well, you can rest.
big scary big boy raid,
Ratatoska.
which meant there was a world first race that apparently has been cleared. But there is some concerns about the legitimacy because people get upworked about all this. Apparently, there was some footage of the people. Well, first of all, I heard there was an incident where there was some leaked footage of future phases. Somebody thinks that a developer booted up like a dev server and got some footage of, because they were clearly using like dev tools, but got some footage of some later phases of the raid that weren't, people hadn't got to yet and weren't certain about. By the way, Chad, if you want to talk about games that have the old spaghetti code, I learned apparently that there is a reason why
Really?
Final Fantasy XIV has over time moved away from really complex buffs, debuffs, and dots on characters. It's because the game code is so old, the original code is like 12 years old now, that there is a cap on how many buffs and debuffs can be applied at any given time. Yes. So if they want to do cool story-related buffs or debuffs, they have to minimize how many you can put on from a player agency in terms of cooldowns, because otherwise they just stop counting after a point. So there was apparently an issue where some raid comps were having problems passing the DPS check because they were actually overbuffing themselves and it wasn't counting.
Yes.
So that was part of why there was some future phase shit. But apparently somebody did actually clear it. It was a group who, funnily enough, I believe is called Unnamed. That's their actual name. But hold on, why do we got an icon telling me to go back up? Where is that supposed to be? Oh no, it's just telling me to go back up like way over there for the treasure. Okay, got it. I understand geography. But yeah, there was some footage of somebody in this team using zoom hacks to change their FOV so they could see more of the arena, which is technically not allowed. You've mentioned this before, and I think we've talked about it. Final Fantasy XIV does have a no third-party tools rule, like a lot of games do, but it's kind of a don't ask, don't tell kind of a thing.
Yeah.
If you don't show off that you've got a cool shader or you've got like third-party graphics hacks or whatever, they won't get on you. But if you do show that stuff, they will have to come after you. So there's a question of whether or not people are. It's legitimate. All right. Well, you're gonna be right back. What I was gonna say is that it is an interesting story, but by no means do I think that our group is anywhere near hardcore enough to worry about like world first Savage content. That requires people to do that like a full-time job. And that's too try hard for us. If that's your hobby, that's fine, but it takes a lot of effort. Something is fucking glowing over here. Is that a doorway? Alberic Island. Oh. Chat, do you know that meme? If you don't, go watch fucking Mandalore Gaming's Ring Saga video. I think the game is called Ring, or is it actually called the Nibelungen Line? Anyway, it's about the ring cycle, and it's fucking is great.
Brother, you don't like riddles, eh?
No.
Oh, you just haven't heard any good ones. Here, I'm tall when I'm young, short when I'm old. What
A
happened?
candle.
Yeah. Heard that one before?
No.
Oh. Well, did you like it?
I knew he was gonna say that.
This isle seems abandoned.
Yeah. Hey, I can do that too. Spin to win. Nope, 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 nope. No, 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 no.
Okay, I'm back.
You arrived on well, I'm fucking dead. Let's see, how much health deck do I get from this? Is this all my bar? No, it was none of my bar. I must have picked up a small rock of resurrection.
Do you still have the ability that gives you some health when you fucking, huck people with their axe? Baseball swing them?
I think I do. I can also I have an Angie bar filled, so I can fix that a little. Though I might go back to regular Angie because I feel like my HP bar is big enough now that one Angie bar of healing is not a lot usually.
Mm.
All right, so is there anything else I can do around here? Oh, okay, hold on. Really, game?
Really?
Alright, I can. Interesting. So. Raises it up and it comes back down. Where are the others? One right there. Where is the last one? Yeah, Freya, I know the glowing berserker thing. We're not gonna fuck with that right now. Oh, it's up here.
Don't touch it.
Okay, so can we like? Nope, I gotta switch. I want to try to do rune stuff. Can I like freeze this in place? No. Nope, wrong button. Gong.
So what is?
Gong. Nope, it's not a gong. Oh, it is, okay. Hitboxing is weird. Oh, okay, so it does not count as a gong, alright. It doesn't work like that. The spear is not enough.
Guess you need to have that axe. Weird.
That's gonna be awkward, but okay. Let's see. How far back can I fucking... 1, 2, 3. Not the worst one of those puzzles we've done. It's all about the angles. Okay, is that... Yes.
More
rock.
rage.
More rage. And there was a Healy rock there. Alright, Freya, we're going to leave that alone. There's a very angry person in there.
Very angry.
Father,
Speak, spirit.
is that? Father, I can't see you. I wasn't quick enough. I'm so sorry I abandoned you.
Your father is dead.
What? How?
He went to find the other treasure on his own, to spare you the dangers.
It seems that in your efforts to protect one another, you each came to one of these islands on your own, and
I've been such a fool.
That's why you gotta be careful about treasure.
Thank you.
Treasure do be like that.
Perhaps now we can see each other again.
What a shame.
In their attempt to spare the other, they both perished. There is a lesson there.
what now?
We will retrieve the treasure, then return to the father
What for?
to finish what he and his son started.
That water wheel's getting no...
Bird! Fucking hiding. Okay, you got a little bit of a weird one, but now you're gonna come back. There you go, okay. Nope. Not quite timing. You could take that turn a little tight. Let's try that again. I'm not in far enough. Oh, there's a rock there, okay. So my plan of just walking slightly right won't work. Really. It's actually... Hold on. I can throw it faster. I don't think it's actually easier.
I think it flies faster, though. I'm not faster, but farther.
I mean, then there's no reload time. I do still need to actually be aimed right, though.
That perception is always a bitch.
Yeah, especially with the way... Listen, these mountains, they're very lovely and high texture, but also they're all, like, up there together, so sometimes it's hard to tell, the backdrop. Man, this guy's squirrely. Okay, let's try this with the axe and the R1 throw. He always turns a little later than I think. Right there. Oh, got him in the back slice, though. Just as I planned. Okay, so the water's not getting... The wheel's not getting any water. Okay, I guess we'll have to come down here later for something. Let us work on getting that water first.
I see. The geyser under the water wheel is blocked.
Is it? Okay, let's... No, it is, okay. Oh, no, I see. It's got a crack on it. There we go. Whee!
Something appears to be atop that island.
Perhaps the treasure the spirit spoke of.
This is just like, you know, playing with your dog and they gnaw on your arm a little bit.
You did it, Master Kratos! A spectacular job! Keep it up and you'll become an expert in no time.
Can't tell if he was patronizing or if that was just plain sad.
Both.
We could use that lift, but not while it's at
Alright,
hand.
so we got a... Is that a... Yeah, okay, I see. There's a bricky thing, but I don't think... Hypothetically, my spear would fit through this gap, but I don't think I can throw it precisely enough, and it won't. This is actually something I think we were talking about before I got the spear last week with It's just easier to program, even if it's shit you can see through. It's just a lot easier to program it in terms of the game's physics to just be a solid block, because then you're not going to worry about weird shit. Okay, so we can freeze the gear, but I think it's in a position, so I don't know if there's any purpose to do that just yet. Ah, okay, so... It flows back up. Oh, hold on. I see. I see. You're getting clever. Okay. We're doing that game thing where we're starting to let all the elements come together.
The gate is down, but it has to stay that way.
I can get my spear. Hop. Skip.
Leap.
And we're gonna... Oh, that guy had a thing. I'll come back to that in a sec. Alright.
Clever god.
Then we just... let me see. I think I gotta set up a rune then, so we can double up. So let's... Nope, we're still Sonic. Freeze, let go. Actually, I think I'm gonna hit it from here. Just gotta...
Whoop. Nice.
And then we fucking sprint, because I know that the game's not gonna keep any of this shit stuck forever. In fact, I think that was the rune going, yep, on the grate. Going up.
Nice.
You little shits, huh? I hope everybody got that beat where I just stared indignantly at that last one after he smacked me. Just like... Wee. Alright, is this the treasure? Ooh, jewel fragment. We take those.
Quite the cache. I see why it meant so much to our lost treasure seekers. Perhaps we should go tell the father what became of his son.
Yeah, I'll make sure. Alright, and then just... make my own zipline.
Perfect.
Whee!
Actually, I wonder if the spear is actually still there, or is it just vanish into something? Like, what does it stick into?
No, it's stuck to the end of a spear, yeah.
Nice. I love those kind of details.
Yep. Okay. Alrighty, now we go back to the guy. Old Dad Ghost, and tell him.
Brother, somewhere out there there's a
Ah, yes. I don't know if you, because you were stepped away, but Mimir told him the candle riddle, and Kratos is just like, no, I didn't like that one.
I was not.
Yeah.
No, I'm always about it. It's always good.
Okay, so I think we go all the way around. Is the best way to get back there? Because I could just jog back down the fucking tunnel, but I feel like that would still be slower than just scooching over there. So we just have a pleasant, scoochily cruise. Slipping, sliding. Alright. Yeah, I think we do have to do a little bit of huffing it. Oh, but my chest of mist stuff. What did we not grab? Is it beast scraps? No, shattered runes. Okay.
runes.
Thanks for collecting them.
I do also need to talk to this guy because we got an amulet thing.
Heat up the forge.
Repair them sockets.
Yep.
Did you have multiple? No, you just
No,
got one.
just got one. But we're still at 7. That's pretty good. And we got another whetstone, so let's see. Well, this is the one I normally use, so we'll upgrade that one first.
Does this work? Please say yes.
Because the Bifrost stuff is pretty fun. Did a lot with elemental stuff in this. Okay, now we need loads of luminous alloy. That needs gale flames. It's chaos flames. It's frozen flames. Okay, I see. There's a lot of fire we need. Makes sense.
Lots of fire, hot fire.
Okay, that needs Asgardian ingots. That needs Asgardian ingots. Also, I already put that one up to 6. So when you just go wrestle some Asgardians for their ingots. Is there something new I can make again? What's this do? Increase time window parries.
Looks like you can upgrade that probably a few times.
Yeah. I do have a lot of honed metal. Let's do that one.
That ought to hurt him.
Do it again. Do it again.
This might give me some of that defense bonus I've been looking for.
Strike true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now it's on
Now
luminous
we stop.
alloy. And that just increases parry, so that's not really necessary. Okay. That needs petrified bones. That also needs petrified bones. Let me guess. Petrified bones! Kratos needs to start a fossil dig.
Whatever you need, I'll create.
I'll probably come back to the shop in a second and actually figure out some more
Anything for
sigils and
Freya?
stuff, cause or enchantments, cause
Kratos?
I have more slots for more bonuses.
More bonus, more problems.
Right. You buy a resurrection rock just in case.
I am always at your service.
I mean, no. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't. Yeah, I definitely need to at some point. Actually, let me see what I can craft. Because I need like 1 or 2 more of at least one realm to actually even use their stuff. So let's see. Increase the damage of all range attacks based on my cooldown. Well, it's not insignificant. That might be worth it. It's just hack silver. Let's try it. Vanheim's honors increase melee damage against status affected enemies. Melee damage against status enemies based on. Oh, yeah, it's just the Vanheim one in general, and then it's just different bonuses. It's cooldown and luck. Just pure luck. Niflheim's effect is increase your melee damage when you're above health. Ha ha ha! I think that'll happen. Helheim's essence. Yeah, that's good. And then this one is. Okay, that's not a huge deal, but I want to put that in my back pocket for later.
Back pocket.
Okay, and I think that should. Nope, still need to not do the start menu one. Yes, that gives me enough possible Midgard ones.
I can understand that about, Brok, being forthright. But, talking to like that to people is eventually just going to get you fucking stabbed one day. So I'm not always about it.
Yeah, and I think that's why the brothers live I mean, obviously, Sindri feels bad for Brok because of he died and lost a bit of his soul thing. But, like, whether that's 100% what makes Brok the way he is, but I also don't feel like it is. Because there are people who seem to like and dislike Brok from before the incident of his blueness. But yeah, so there's definitely like he has an abrasive personality sometimes, and it seems to have turned some people off. And we generally like Brok most of the time because, yeah, his straightforwardness is both kind of charming and funny and also just, like, good compared to everybody just not fucking saying what they mean.
Just curious,
Yeah.
brother. Why don't you like riddles?
They are frivolous.
They encourage lateral thinking. Listen, there are 3 doors before you. One contains a pit of spikes, one a dragon, and one a pair of lions that haven't been fed in weeks. Which door do you open?
The first. The pit of spikes is
Very Kratos
easily
answer.
avoided.
Ah, you should pick the third, because lions that haven't been fed in weeks would be dead. Eh?
We found the one. When you give Kratos video game ass dungeon choices, that's when he likes riddles. I could try a similar joke with you guys in Gensakai, but I feel like you guys would just feel bad for the lion door in that case.
This reminds me, I need to work on more spells with my new hammer.
Stop. Hammer time.
It is going to be hammer time.
It's a cool hammer.
It's a very cool hammer. I love this thing.
Yes, hello.
We have news of your son.
Oh, please, tell me.
He died trying to find the other treasure. He didn't know you were doing the same.
No, no, no. This is my fault.
He disobeyed your wishes.
Yes, because that is what sons do.
Metaphors.
We'd be alive and rich beyond all reason.
Parallel storytelling.
He is at peace.
Nevertheless, thank you for finding him. I'll seek him out in Helheim.
I'm glad we did this, Kratos.
Yes.
And I'm sure Atreus will be as well.
Yes.
Alright, okay, so there is a rift somewhere in the center of here that I did not get to yet. Well, other than that, we just need to get back to old what's-his-nuts and give him back his weird hammer. And we don't tell him about the fact that we detoured. Oh, is it over here? Yeah, it is. I hope this one isn't a fight, because this is a very cramped space. It is. Joy. Whoa!
Oh, he Angie.
Oh, he's possessed now. Fuck.
Quick, slap the Angie out of him. Oh, you got a lot of heal juice, though.
Yes, getting a horn and increasing my bar did refill my rage. Whoop.
Oh, this Blad level is fucking 6.
Well, he is a realm fight. That's not super hard, though. I think because I did level up some of my defense and get some of my metas and stuff.
Oh, you gotta knock that fucking spirit out of him. It's healing him.
Shit. I need to get my stun up for that, right?
I don't remember.
I think it is. Yeah, we'll switch her to sonic arrows, and that'll get our stun levels up. Yeah,
There you go.
There it is. Freya, quick. There you go.
All right. Okay, yeah.
Now we can
I
do
just
the
saw...
thing.
Sorry, I was just watching it. I'm like, why is his health going back up?
It's because he's possessed. Yeah, we're gonna use that
I'm gonna
rocket
be real-
found.
I mean, real Mega, you shouldn't try, do that when it's mid-combo. Seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, it was not my greatest plan. Is that the... No, he's supposed to do that, okay. Luckily, I can turtle all of this, and then he flinches at the end. Yeah, he's doing the thing. This is a...
Oh!
Nope. Hey, nope. Let go. No.
Bad boy.
Nope, I'm dead. And I just turned into,
I am
into an insta-kill grab.
This is a fine mess.
We okay, game? Alright, that was a little weird.
I think the game was a little confused, too. It's just like, what just happened?
Is that a thing we could do? I didn't realize we had insta-kill deaths. Or I guess not instant, but, you know, we had special death animations. What is this, fucking Dead Space?
Oh,
No,
something
I
else.
didn't get my double tap fast enough.
You all right, brother?
Not still got in him.
Switching!
So does he bounce back from that? Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Listen, fucking just knocking people off fucking ledges is the surest fire way just to get rid of them. No matter how strong they are.
I think it did bug out the portal, though, so hold on. Let me go back through the thing. Freya's coming back through.
Gravity is
No, it's
gravity
just
is
stuck
the
up
critical.
We did the EXP thing, so is that guy like, on the ground, Angie?
I don't think so.
I don't think any of the nightmares lived. Where the fuck do I go to get back down from here? I think it's this way. In general, that area... There's a reason why I said, man, it seems like this is a tight spot for a fight. I hope there's not a fight here. That area seems like it's prone to a little bit of weirdness. Okay. He is indeed dead now. Oh, hey, more shit. And we'll boat on back to the guy. There's a mystic doorway not that far from here, so I can go back.
I thought death had cured me of my appetite, but damn if I can't stop thinking about the smell of tear stew. Awakened a fair few culinary cravings, did. Black pudding, haggis and neeps. Oh,
Porridge and honey.
what about you, brother? Any pre-Fimble winter foods you're aching for?
Olives.
The hell's an olive?
Nice. Did I... No, I did not go too far. It is this turn. Fortunately, the
I know I mentioned this.
doors
I know I mentioned this.
signage.
I know I mentioned this every time we fucking stream this, but I do enjoy how Kratos is just more open. Still
Yeah.
laconic, but you know he answers things.
I also feel like that dialogue was written. No, that's Derlin's house. That's not going to work. Here's the... Oh, right. I got to go through the cave shortcut there. But I feel like some of that dialogue was technically written to be accessible either time you're here, because you notice that Mimir said lads, even though it's Kratos and Freya.
Mhm.
Alternatively, you could just take that as clearly Mimir is feeling very comfortable with Freya to include her in the bro team.
Right, it's just one of the dudes.
I mean, Freya kicks more ass than some guys I know. Also very mythologically accurate. And she's got 2 swords.
There, fancy a riddle?
If you fancy it,
Yep.
The one for Jenny and the Wimp.
Let's see. I think I need to retrack this, right? Yeah, because I did the father and son thing. But it's just in here. Crouch, tiny door.
So small.
You again. You know, you're the reason Odin's thugs are marching around the city.
I was here like an hour ago.
The Einherjar we can find, if that's any consolation.
Whoa, whoa! How about we just take that outside? This is a peace-loving establishment.
I find your hammer.
This is yours.
Hot Sam, where did you... Yeah, this is mine. Used to be a symbol for the resistance. Worker solidarity, all that. Glad to have it back. Good reminder that we still haven't given up. Not yet, anyway.
A trophy for that. Rebel leader.
Never expected to see this.
Rebel
All right.
yell.
Ooh, and I got a light runic for that. I like how in the fucking preview window, I guess it shoots a wave, so it still hits those guys, but it looks like you're fucking missing. It's funny. I like this, though, because that closes and it gives them the...
Everyone loves their gap closer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a main dragoon. Yes, it's kind of one of my things.
Gotta get him fast.
Ugh. All right, chat. It's been like an hour and a half. I'm going to step away for a second. When we come back, we're probably going to go back through the mystical gateway and go back home and see what new bad ideas we can have. I'll be right back.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be slapping Heimdall, but we'll see.
I meant more like the process of the slapification of Heimdall. What new crazy stunt will we pull in that end? All right.
We
I'll
walk
be
up
right
to
back.
Heimdall, we slap him.
I mean, that would work.
The problem with having so many planets in fucking Stellaris is I have so many fucking planets. I have 15 fucking planets. This is a lot. I'm running out of her insert adjective here, name or noun here. I need a list. Where's her journey? Down there. And I don't have enough unity to make more shit. Whenever you get where you at.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
While I was gone, Lucky, I had a amazing idea.
I'm listening.
So I was thinking about, you talked about maybe taking some of our off days and streaming some Dead Space. So I was thinking, okay, would you want me to, cram a thumbnail like I usually do for these, or would you try to flex your legs? And I was like, suddenly, wait, what if a terabit in Isaac Clarke's helmet?
I could probably do that.
It's just like suddenly like, oh shit, that could work. Also, I've just seen in our Discord, apparently, it is officially a registered holiday in Japan, Final Fantasy VII Day, to celebrate the original release date. That's neat.
Why?
I don't know. It's because it's cultural or something. I don't know. It's cool. They need stuff to celebrate.
Why 7? I mean, don't get me wrong. 7 was the thing that became the global sensation. But man,
well, I mean, the reason why they're probably registering it right now is because of the remake project's production arc. If they announced a big remake or remaster for 8 or 9 or something, they might. But yeah, it's fun because that's it's the 31st of January in Japan anyway, which it is the 31st. In Japan. Okay, all right. Where is my nearest door? It is...
Woo, on fucking Square Enix's board of directors are like, yeah, let's get it a fucking holiday. Who signed off in their fucking diet? Who signed off on this? I need answers. Hang on.
I don't know. What's this is something we mostly talk about in America, not other places. But what's Square Enix's political contributions like? How plugged in are they to the Japanese political system? Are they big lobbyists?
Yeah, on. Let me open up Discord here. Let me look at this real quick.
Yeah, it's in games. The tweet that the official Final Fantasy VII Twitter has put out is just like a little certificate with a message from Yoshinori Kitase about the release date and stuff. But it's definitely like, huh. I think it's because the compass in this game is wacky and wild, but I'm hella lost right now. The gateway is technically behind me, so I think that we can... Oh, but that just takes us to the big door. Well, maybe we'll just go out the other small door and see if that takes us back around. Well, I know it'll take us back around. Question is just how fast it'll be.
I wonder if there's any news articles on this.
I did see some should shock nobody news articles that E3 has announced they're coming back this year. They're going to have their first in-person event. Guess what? Nobody you care about will be there. Sony, Xbox, and Nintendo have all said they will not be directly at E3 itself.
Then who the fuck to put together E3 then? Who's
I
funding this?
don't know. I guess that leaves EA open to have like a dedicated day and a space.
I mean, that's EA, Ubisoft,
Devolver will have a thing.
Yeah, Devolver probably have a thing.
2K is a big publisher. They've got a lot of subsidiaries. But
Like,
you're
I
not
can't
going to get
imagine-
ActBliz because that's still like in the acquisition hell. They're still operating like they're going to be absorbed into Microsoft, even though I think Sony and some other people are trying their damnedest to like open end some stuff. It's real messy, as you might expect. But that's probably going to leave them out.
Yeah, Bethesda's now in Microsoft, so they're not going to be there.
Yeah, Bethesda doesn't need a standalone day. They'll just be part of the whatever. I'm also still very interested / concerned how Starfall and Redfield are going to turn out, because like Xbox is like having a bad day with not releasing any games. They actually what was
Xbox
it called?
Games?
Well, they did actually stealth release a game recently when they did that developer conference. What is that? Is it High Dive with a hyphen? High Speed? It's High something. It was by one of the Bethesda studios that came out like suddenly on PC and Xbox, and people do actually like it. But it was a stealth drop with like zero marketing, so like it's just like it happened, you know. But I have heard like seen reports and insider rumors and stuff that like even though Xbox and Bethesda are insistent first half of 23 that Starfield isn't in a finished spot, and Redfall might not even have been a good finished spot for that release window. So I'm very curious if they're going to try and like push it out, or if they'll keep like delaying it, because I feel like their stockholders and stuff are going to get like more and more agitated because Xbox is trying really, really hard to have killer apps and they don't. And I mean, I'll say this personally, I feel like it contributes to the argument that Sony has against their Activision Blizzard entertainment, which is like they're going to try and undermine us and cut us out of games that we had a share of before that like weren't like that. And like I know some people are like, so does this be God of War on Xbox? No, not necessarily, but you can get God of War on your PC and you can play it on your Xbox. Like you can do that mirroring because of the power of the integration with Windows. But like it sounds like Xbox is probably going to get pretty desperate for good games that they can release that are supposed to be like driving up console sales. And yeah, like I don't know if they've got them, so it feels like Phil Spencer said a lot when they started doing acquisitions that the exclusivity hurts everybody. We're just trying to make a win for everybody, you know, and make better games, and then proceeded to block out like all of Bethesda's like future big like tentpole titles, the kind of shit that would actually make you go, damn, that's a new Bethesda like game. I'm in there. Like Starfield, they're like Xbox exclusive.
Look who made progress finding
You got anything for me? Okay. Man, you're fast.
It's Squirrel.
Hello. Good to see the chimes working as
Here's what I found.
Yes.
What a rambunctious bunch.
Seems we met another of your detachable emotional apparitions. Bit too twitchy to tell us his name, though.
Ah, you must mean anxiety. Oh no. Why are you talking about me?
Oof, mood.
such talk. Shame on you, Bitter. Are you sure? Yes, Anxious. No opprobrium to be found in this discourse. I was merely making your acquaintance with our adventuring friends here. Ah, people! Well, there it is.
Well,
I feel seen.
yeah, it's what the kids call big mood. Still can't go in the back garden. Don't see anything hovering over there anymore. Though there is a mushroom man. I don't remember seeing that guy before. At least in
They
that
change
spot.
out. They change out here and there.
All right, we're going to open the door, chat, and see what fun awaits us. Tyr just cold cocks me. Ever since that one guy in the first game who, like, comes out of the fucking... the chest or coffin to try and punch us. Like, every time we do a scene transition where it's dark inside, I'm waiting for Kratos to get cold cocked. I don't know why, but I'm like, it's going to happen one of these times.
Listen, it happens once, never again. Sick.
Oh, look at
It's
that.
pretty baller.
She's special, that one.
Ain't gotta tell me. Have you found a way to reach Asgard?
Not as such.
Oh, boy.
Had a few ideas, but they didn't so much work.
Well, that's science for you.
Brother, without a way to Asgard, what are we doing?
I do not know. I need to think.
Oh, is it time for a nap?
Tired.
Listen, sometimes you just gotta fucking lay down.
So, you're sure nothing unusual happened with the lady? Nothing at all?
Whatever. Smooth as snail shit, like I said. Why? Some reason you're
Brock's just trolling him. There's the Flappy Boy. You can see him out this window.
I guess we'll have to come at this another way. You look terrible.
Wow.
Get some rest.
Damn. Also
Everyone's
big
just
mood.
all like, Kratos, you look old. Go lay down.
I don't even think I'm going to lay down. I think I'm going to sit.
You are impossible.
Or am I going to
Most
put
possible.
head here first? No, no. No, no.
Where are you going, brother?
I'm going to rest.
Sleep.
In my armor with all of my weapons.
So we're just keeping blindly on then, hoping we don't walk headlong into Ragnarok. Is that your plan?
Very Kratos. Okay, now we're going to take our shit off. I think this was in a trailer somewhere. That or we've already used this animation. Just ditching all our shit. Brother, you need some lotion. Maybe a spa day.
Definitely need that spa day, but his skin will forever be ashy.
Probably. He's really rolling his muscles, though. Probably needs a deep tissue. It cannot be good on your neck and stuff, working all that shit all day.
Oh yeah, put that ring on his ring finger. This man is hurting.
He is beat up. Just pure cinematography.
This man is very tired and lonely.
Yeah. It's time for another flashback.
You alright?
Not really. You know, I think part of it is the lighting, but he does actually look like a little younger and fresher now that we've entered flashback time.
Maybe.
I think some of it is the lighting effect, but they did a little
Well, your father seems
playing
really
with, you
ready
know,
to go. Shall we
making
then?
you feel like the reverse of time. Oh, I see. The boating is a family affair. Okay.
I mean, there was a lot of river-based travel.
Yep. There's lots of fjords and glaciers, glacial valleys.
Do you enjoy the gentle waves, little boy?
Probably. Oh, okay, I guess we're going this way.
Your father and I traverse this river often. One day, you will learn to navigate its waters. We live deep in the wild forest. The most beautiful forest in all of Midgard. And it is safe and serene here. Game is plentiful, and you will want for nothing. We're not far from the place your father and I first met. We nearly took each other's heads off. But he's softened since then. Somewhat.
I am rowing here.
Fortunately for you, he remains dreadfully stoic.
This is a conversation you probably should have had with Boy when he was old enough to remember this part. It's just going, brr, brr, brr.
I suppose it will fall to me to teach you language. Your father can teach you to hunt.
I mean, she's not wrong.
No, but like, I mean, they've been long enough together to have a kid, so like,
Fall to me as well.
obviously, you know, is the Bants, but like, damn, you can tell why they get along.
Have you nothing to say to your son?
What would you have me say, Faye?
Anything. Let him learn your voice. Let him know you.
It is indeed a boy, but baby.
He was far better off knowing as little as possible.
Knowledge is not always a burden.
Not always, but sometimes it is.
Think. The mighty god of war, frightened of his own child.
I do not fear our child, Faye. I fear for him.
I'm loving what they're doing with the fucking shadows, though.
We are not our failures. We are not who we were. We must be better.
Oh, that's a callback. Also makes a little more sense in the context of you being a Jotnar and being related to a dwarf rebellion. By the way, did our root home always involve the spooky cave?
Probably not. I mean, we're kind of lucid dreaming right now.
Something like that.
Keep him safe, Kratos.
This cave's getting real dark voidy.
Protect our son.
Waking up with the shakes. Hey, now that's something you and Boy share in common. Your horrible night terror flashbacks. Kratos is very pissed off by flashbacks. Where the fuck did my door go?
I don't think you're at the door. I think you're next to the door.
Kratos, we both know you're not really trying.
Trying to work himself up a little bit. Also, scene transition.
See, Boy's working on his follow-through.
What did that wall ever do to you?
Hey, it's this guy.
Building focus. Something my father taught me. It work? Not yet. So, what you focusing on anyway? Controlling my emotions. Heimdall keeps trying to make me lose my cool. I can't give into it.
One just landed.
Through. Hey, it's through.
Of course you would be like that. Thanks, buddy.
Training without me?
That a good idea? Training? I mean, I think it's a great idea, but won't your mom be mad?
Don't be a pill, Skilder.
Good point. But did you consider?
No, it didn't. It didn't hurt. Also.
Anyways,
Yeah, I can tell you brought the bird.
Oh, grandfather. Right. Okay. Here, then take this, and send my regards to Sif, Lady Sif, and Tris. See you later, Thrud. Bye, Thrud.
Mm-hmm.
Run away!
Midgardian boys are so weird.
Weird can be good.
Oh, just get a fucking Odin pickup.
The two of you, I swear.
That took you a little bit there, Bus.
What's in the jar?
Milk curd, Mom's favorite. It's his way of helping. Grandfather's in his study. Catch up later?
Gonna transition from the Brok and Kratos to Boy and Creepy Mask. And hopefully some more Loki and Thor power hour. Because that's funny. What the fuck did you just do there, boy? Just like take a little scuttle?
Clearly, you're like an inch off the. Atreus was actually like an inch off the floor.
Nicely equipped.
Okay,
That needs
so
work.
this is the one that gives me reduced cooldown. I could upgrade. One of these once. We'll push that to tier 2 in case I want to do that one ever. Nah, we don't need to upgrade it. Special items. Death. One death with full rage and a small amount of health. Oh, but it still counts me as having the superior stone, even though I'm Boy now. It's very funny. Okay, so you maxed out lethal detonation. Got that one. Oh, we can't upgrade this one. Killing enemy with a runic arrow immediately restores 2. Any others we want here that we could use? Let's see. Melee attacks against hexed guys. Sonic does stun, extra stun. This one's tier 1. Let's up that damage. Use them beast scraps. And we'll use beast bones. Because I use special arrows a lot. Actually reminds me, it's an upgrade in a boon in Hades I like. You can get a Demeter boon that gives you extra damage when all your bloodstones from casting are empty.
Oh, neat.
I like to pair that one with one from Artemis, where enemies take damage whenever your bloodstone leads them. Fucking cast combos. Oh. Wow. You guys just leave your door open, huh? Nice painting. And listen to this door.
You don't understand. It's a lot more complicated than you think. You don't need to know why things are done. But I'm old enough. This isn't about your age.
Then what is it about? Because by this point, Magni and Modi
were set on the path that led to their death. I don't understand.
You never try to.
Then help me. Why are you so intent to walk the same path? And with that boy, no less.
It's not about him. This is my dream. Haven't you ever?
You're not some farmhand. We're Aesir. We have duties, not dreams. And you need to start acting like it.
Sometimes I hate you.
I mean, I don't really know what the fuck Thor's daughter is supposed to be doing. Have you met her? She's already kind of got that, brick house figure. Like, I'm pretty sure she can bench press more than some of them fucking Einherjar I've met. Some of those guys are skinny.
Yeah, she's gonna be an Amazon when she gets older.
She's already, like, what, a head taller than Boy? Half a head taller? That's mostly because I keep telling Boy he needs to eat his fucking Wheaties. He is fucking not flexing, okay? You are half giant.
Stop letting your wife think, Boy, if she's clouding whatever's left of your brain. This isn't about her.
No, it's about your limitations. Accept them and move on. Now go smash something, will you? Honestly, I liked you better as a drunk.
Thing you say to your son.
Yeah, no. Also, great. It's so funny that he's like, get the fuck out of me, and then Odin ports him away.
Well, I'm pretty sure Odin just wants him out of his hair as quickly as possible.
Finally figured it out. This is where you killed Ymir. Isn't it? First giant.
Tell me, can you murder a landslide? Smother a storm? It was more.
Ymir was supposed to be pretty eldritch, actually, yes.
I was young, foolish. Saw an opportunity to create something more. I know you think it's cruel, but I did what I had to protect my own.
I believe that's genuine.
Why build your house here? What's in there? I'm gonna trust you.
I'm trying to tell you. In the wake of Ymir's death, I
love his fucking little Santa hat, though.
Possibly the birthplace of reality. I looked inside, and something was there looking back at me. It whispered to me things I couldn't possibly comprehend, but I knew they were true. When it blinded me, I thought it was over, that I'd never see inside again. And then I found this, and I knew that it...
I mean, graphically, I do kind of feel like our weird green glowy mask here is a slight homage to the mask from the movie, The Mask.
You see, son, I don't know where I go when I go. There's no Valhalla for me. Ragnarok cannot be the end. I need to know there's something more than this. I need to know what happens.
And then Odin is just a man who wants control over his own life and afterlife.
I mean, and it's a good... This is asking a good metaphysical question, right? That not every religion or culture or mythology answers. Like, what happens when gods go? Like, where do Odin be going? Like, there's an implication, right, that, like... I believe in the Prose and Poetic Edda that, like, when Balder goes, he ends up in Hell and in Helheim, and Hell will only let him go if literally everything on Earth cries for him. At which point Loki doesn't, because he is a slight scumbag.
It's Thrud time.
Ah, the Loki and Thrud show.
You can count on us.
She also, well, actually, I think someone owns a club, but she kind of has 2 weapons. Don't telling me not to mess this up. Oh, this is the worst buddy cop show. Ugh.
For all of us.
Oh, whoa, hold up. You don't want to walk into the blistering cold of Helheim without this. Every Lao should keep you nice and toasty. You're welcome.
Magic.
Huh. Mimir said even Odin couldn't survive the cold in Helheim.
You believe everything that old goat says?
Thrud, too bad your first time outside Asgard has to be to Helheim.
Nah, we're gonna make the most of this.
All right, it's Helheim. We're back. It's cold.
Now, as much as I would love to babysit, I have something else to do.
Yes, let's leave the 2 teenagers alone.
If you run into any trouble, just scream so I know where to find your bodies.
Just shoot him.
I was thinking about it, but he teleported too fast.
Let's find that mask piece.
But yeah, like there are actually like questions of like where do gods go? I believe in most of the Greek tales they do end up in the underworld. Like all of the Titans that Zeus and the boys killed ended up imprisoned in Tartarus, so they couldn't come back.
Finally, I can test my skills alongside the real Valkyries.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic.
First off, Hellwalkers are nothing
Also
compared
true.
to Valkyries. Second, I thought you didn't believe
I think it's that way. Hold on. Was there a... Oh, there's just some pots. Do.
I think my next Stellaris game, I'm going to turn down the amount of habitable planets.
Give yourself some breathing room.
Yeah.
I mean...
Well, I'm looking right here. I have 6 in just my main sector. I have 6 planets, and I have 9 planets in my fucking Frontier planet. And I like to have a star base at every planet. But now that I'm building orbital rings about those planets, those also count in this fucking list.
Yeah. I mean, there is, you would have to, because it's an origin, you'd have to give up having space dragons. But there is an origin for just being like, I think, is it called like Voidborn or something? It's something like that where you could just start with habitats and a habitat and the ability to make them. And then you can just be like, hey, fuck this shit.
I just don't believe it was grandfather who corrupted them, or that he caused the desolation in Midgard, or that he had all the giants killed. Am I missing anything?
First of all, I can believe some of those. Why would you not believe that Odin had all the giants killed? You guys are in like a blood war.
Your dad is literally Thor.
Yeah, your dad fucking loves killing giants.
More Hellwalkers! I got this!
What? You're just supposed to watch? No way!
Actually, this is a good question. If I go for some... I get him juiced up, and Thrud gives him a shock. Does that count?
I gotta say, I don't think these warriors are very good to beat.
No, not when apparently your divine power is to fucking air juggle. Which is a pretty baller purview, I must say. Fucking, you shooting shit at me?
Well, what other heinous crimes has my grandfather committed?
Let's see. He decimated Vanaheim, tortured Tyr, murdered Groa, murdered Ymir. Goes on and on.
Interesting. And where'd you hear all this?
Freya and Mimir told me.
Oh, so his traitorous ex-wife and a bitter former advisor. Got it.
Look, you don't believe me, but...
No, I don't. Either you're full of crap or you're a hypocrite for helping
Yep.
him. Can we just focus
Wow, how does it feel, Atreus, to have your whole life summed up to this point? You're a liar or a doofus. Well, I guess you can be a very intelligent hypocrite, but yeah, we're here.
Yeah, no, like
It's almost like your dad was telling you this whole time.
No, I think that's literally I think my favorite line from Thrud.
It feels a little like, obviously that's very confrontational. It feels a little different than Angerboda the first time, where she, like, we talked about this. It feels like her moments are very rushed to, like, ping back and forth. There's literally that moment where she's like, it's okay, we don't got to talk about this right now. 10 minutes of gameplay later, which is mostly just walking. Okay, we got to talk about that thing. Like, it's like, okay, game. Yes, through there. Yeah. No, I put it away. Why I put it away? Am I supposed to be doing something? Yeah, it's definitely through there. Am I supposed to go look around for some way to solve this great problem? These great expectations?
I read that.
No, I cannot fire through that. No, doesn't look like there's any going around. Is there something I can agitate with runic arrows? Yeah, no, it seems like we're just kind of here. There's some space up there. There's a thing. Thread, you sure you don't want to channel your dad right now and just smash everything in my way when I'm looking through the mask? You gotta get it dead on for them to, like, proc something. You know, my vibratos, though. I've pegged this. This is the correct way.
This is the way.
You know, honestly, again, art team. I'm pretty sure looking at that diamond shape, Atreus could just fit through that. Like, he could just turn sideways and duck.
Oh, totally.
Unfortunately, that would probably require ditching thread, because let's actually, hold on. Let's do this a little side by side.
Listen, those thighs are not getting
You're
through
about
there.
half a head taller than me, yeah. You know. You definitely eat your protein more than Atreus does. All right.
He's on that bulking diet.
Oh, hold on. Was that a guy spawning? It is, okay.
See? More Hellwalkers. That means we're headed the right way.
Yeah, magic sword. I forgot about her.
Yeah, Ingrid's pretty cool. Fucking get exploded, nerd.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thor isn't actually companion.
No, she is like Thor, and she is self-guided.
Yes. Excuse myself. Oh, that was a good hit. Iron, you finished your game. What you guys playing?
All right, smack him.
Well, there's a big hole up there now. Could be our way around.
I'm still slightly mad at myself for forgetting to record like a half hour of yesterday's AP.
Trust me, it happens. What am I doing? I'm looking at. I want to get skills. EXP. Atreus.
Age of Sales. Not Jinsukai. Genesis Age of Sales.
Okay. That's cool. Genesis is a lot
That
of
is cool.
flexibility. Where we going? Cunning Eli. Okay, after we do a.
I think one day I definitely would like to play a ship-based game, like not a full because we kind of tried that with the oh god, what was the name? Where we were a mercenary company in Star Wars. All I remember is I played a Mandalorian.
Yeah, I think I just called it the Merc game. It was you guys were the Coruscant dogs because I had been playing Metal Gear Solid 5, obviously.
Also, what was it? What was that system? 7 Seas?
7th Sea, yeah.
Yeah, that was also another good system. I also like that one, but we didn't get really far on that one.
Now, 7th Sea is a interesting game. It was produced by AEG, which I don't remember what they stood for, but it was the same company that printed Legend of the Five Rings back in the day. Similar game designers. And both of those games, I think, suffer from a problem, at least previously, where in their original edition, They had fuck tons of lore and stuff. They also had an issue with a lot of 90s stuff with, like, meta plot to sell books, and also AEG was a trading card game company, a collectible card game company, so they would resolve major story decisions based on card game tournaments, which is always a really weird thing that you don't see a lot anymore because it's kind of fucky. Honestly, it kind of goes back to, like, I think why like Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast was dealing with a lot of their stuff with trying to monetize the OGL more and, you know, work on new products. They're trying to figure out, and the rumored like increased in tiers and subscription models for their web app D&D Beyond. Because normally when you pay for games, right? Normally your GM buys all the books. That's true enough for us. All the Genesis stuff. Some of you, like I know Aaron does own physically, for instance, but some of you guys had Genesis in your own right beforehand because it's a neat system. But like generally, when tracking down like different rules or subsystems, I am the one who has purchased the PDFs in the past and stuff, and I'm like, here is this PDF. Look at this. That's not always good for your bottom line if you're trying to make money. You know, you want to get more unit sales than one guy in a group of 5 or whatever. Hold on. This is a very slightly suspicious dead end. But, yeah, I think that, like, 7th Sea and L5R had that motive with, like, constantly advancing the meta plot and stuff. But it means that there's a fuck ton of the setting. Okay, we're just full-blown backtracking here. That's why that's weird. And it made it a little hard to run. And I feel like the second edition of 7th Sea also kind of had that problem because they put out a fuck ton of material very fast. Like, they did things that the old 7th Sea never fully did. Like, they started releasing new supplements and background data on, like, what the equivalent of the New World and Africa were. I don't know if they ever got around to publishing it before they, like, ran out of juice, but they were working on the, like, Asian angle as well.
Oh, sick.
And, like, lots of stuff like that. So it got very big very fast. And for me as a GM, it was, like, hard to proc everything together. Yeah, we can push this block now.
I got this.
Oh, you got this, huh? You need to lift!
Sure you do.
And she's just gonna casually... Okay, no, she's gonna use both.
We're okay, right?
I guess. Maybe our families are just meant to be enemies.
Well, not us. I don't believe that.
Alright. So that's kind of why, like, I had some, like, early ideas for a little bit of stuff, but trying to shape a whole campaign out of it, that would probably require a little bit more of a robust session zeroing from the players to, like, actually, like, look at the background material, read it, and for multiple of you to be like, okay, this is the character I'm making, this is the kind of stuff I'd want, and then I could, like, shape a campaign thing from there. Like, with Genesis and Gensekai right now, that was very open-ended. I think I told you guys on Sunday that I only just, like, recently crystallized what I think a, like, major overarching plot will be, like, with you guys. Like, before it was just kind of like, hey, where you want to go next? What part of the setting do you want to tour? And I have just recently, as you guys have been advancing and I've gotten a better grasp on your characters, and you guys have got a better grasp on your characters, have I been like, oh, yeah, no, that's I think I figured out, like, where I want to put, like, major plot milestones and beats and, like, get you guys involved in stuff.
Well, also, like, I'm surprised you didn't mention this, but, like, I think our session 0 for the Sprawl was, like, one of the most fun and productive things we've ever done.
Oh, yeah, that was also another really good session 0. That was, like, other than the rule set, we literally had nothing, as you do usually with Powered by the Apocalypse games, and literally for 5 hours, me and the players just talked about, like, I had, like, had some high-level, you know, starter questions I wanted to ask, but we just talked about, like, stuff we liked, stuff we wanted, stuff we didn't like or didn't want to see in a setting, and hammered something out that, like, I will eventually probably turn into a full Genesis hack as well, because the Sprawl is a lovely game, but this is something that I know Axe talks about a lot because it gives him the agita, but it is also true. The Sprawl is a Powered by the Apocalypse game. It is not meant for you to run it, like, even in, like, a 20-session campaign, let alone, like, you know, our last Clone Wars thing went for, like, 100 episodes or more. Like, it is simply not designed to go that long. It is meant for pickup games at conventions or the equivalent of like a short-run TV series. Like, it should probably hit a full stop and wrap up all your shit at like 6 to 10 episodes. And you can certainly run them that way. I like some Powered by the Apocalypse games that work that way. I've run a couple seasons worth of the original Apocalypse World at times. We've dipped our toes into Monster Hearts a couple of times. Still need to get the second edition of that and see what's changed. So, like, definitely there's a lot of good stuff there. Okay, so we can slow down time and shoot 3 empowered arrows. Just shoot a lot
No,
of sonic
personally, I have
arrows.
not read RPG horror stories. Well, I'm not like specifically like RPG horror stories. I hear like people talk about their games, and you know, occasionally on the internet, I'll see some threads or something that'll be like, "Hey, what's this?" Like right now, I am addicted to the Twitter thread of useless or obscure knowledge threads where people's like, "Hey, what's the most obscure video game knowledge or movie knowledge or animation knowledge?" You know, I'm just like, "No, give me that shit."
Yeah, I still see some retweets from that thread or like quote tweets. Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. But no, like specifically, I have not actually sought out something called RPG horror stories.
Yeah, it's a subreddit. And just in general, there's some vibes. I see some memes in that regard, but no, I don't really care that much about it. Apart from the fact that, like, obviously people can exaggerate a lot. It's like, in my early days, there was definitely some.
My gut's telling me what we need.
All right, slurp those up. Give me some cash. All right, so we got that. What is through here? Some pots. But
Neat. Too bad it doesn't help us get through. Maybe the other one?
there we go.
There it is. Get wrecked.
It fell through the floor.
Oh, okay.
Could be our way up. Let's head back
Yeah,
down. and
that'll
find
be
out.
it, because that was that hole there. Whee! Hops. There are definitely games that, like, I'm interested in that I could freeball. Like, I talked before about, it's very relevant because we're playing God of War Ragnarok right now. There's a second edition of Scion, the, you know, role-playing game of myths and demigods. That, I think I could just, like, it wouldn't matter what you guys came up with. I could think of some shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, no matter what gods you guys were, you know, Japanese, Chinese, Nordic, Greek, whatever, I would, like, fucking... I'm in there. Oh, I'm sure you would. I'm glad they're very well supported. That was a thing right from the start. Spooky. But like I could mishmash myth, legends, urban fantasy vibes and just stuff to make it work. But there are other games that require not even necessarily lots of player investment. Stop that. But still require some player investment. What the fuck are you doing? Thread, didn't you say you would take out this Revenant? Why are you back there bullying that other guy? Well, he's dead, so okay, it worked out. Bonk. Yes, they are. And I feel like 7th Sea was definitely one of those. And sometimes, with some groups...
You should.
It's a
Oh,
little-
sorry. Brian Spears suggesting you turn into a wolf in one of your fights just so third can
yeah.
react.
That's my rage, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
There has to be another way.
It's been a little bit. It's been a couple streams since we had a boy segment. Okay, so... Let's go down. I'll remember that, because I do have a full rage bar.
What's the mask say?
So, the mask's pull is a little weird with all these buildings in the way, but I think we're going the right way.
You think?
I mean, the mask is glowing. So, we're doing stuff.
Well, I mean, the mask ain't fucking talking to me, Thrude.
Yeah. It just kind of glows and vibrates.
It vibes.
Yeah, it does vibe. But yeah, like there are definitely games that require that extra investment, and sometimes, not always, players don't get into the background material. They don't necessarily read the stuff until the GM hands them the stuff to read. I do think that everybody in Genesis now currently has hit a point of doing a decent amount of reading. there are still setting questions about like generalities or stuff that is either minor things or thing that's not necessarily written out, but like I think at this point all of you have developed your habit. Obviously, you, Lucky, from the very beginning, were a big fan of this setting and this system, so you have basically been my my side reader and editor for a lot of it, fact checking me and stuff. But like everybody will now occasionally bust out one of the documents and like try and actually like go over some stuff and figure out like, okay, this is my bit, this is that bit, Axel like double check what stuff there is about Longu. Dallas has actually done some of his reading into the Highlands to like figure out, place names and shit like that.
No, we both do.
So it all works out, but there are times, and I've had people in the past who are not as keen. That's why some games like Star Wars are usually pretty easy to get into, because at the very least, most people understand the basic starting level of knowledge you need for Star Wars. They have seen a Star War at some point in their life. Okay. Not really sure why. I was running up a staircase. Is it going to be through these doors? Yeah. Duh. But we can't really get through that way. Is there something we want to do? I also do kind of feel sometimes like I'm waiting for the game to click and be like, it's through here. But that was how Thor did things. I don't think Thor can punch this entire building down. Hold on. Wait. Pulses?
Looks like
Okay, I do just have to get close and then push the button. Game, I figured that out long before I had to stand in the magic spot.
Let me get that for you.
Well, she's at least going to open the door.
Okay, this thing is really fighting me. See anything in there?
Here's a thing to shoot down. Counterweight. Oh.
Nice. Whatever you shot crashed through the floor again. Let's head back and check it out. So, I talk about my mom a lot. What's your dad like?
He's intense. Like he's trying to force me into this mold.
Mold of a survivor and a thinker.
Oof. Well, I know exactly what that's like.
Thing is, I don't know what I want.
Very teenage.
I bet you do.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah, this is a very good grasp of young people coming into the edge of adulthood. Thrud is that girl who absolutely knows what the fuck she wants to do with life. She's got her college picked out, like all that shit, She's doing the varsity sports, shit like that. Whoa, okay, all right, okay. It's a great reaction.
Maybe you do it more times.
She has other statements, probably. Because the first time it's like, oh my god, you could turn into a wolf? I can't do that.
It's like, that's fucking sick.
Oh, right, no, I don't have dad shield in this mode. I gotta be careful about yellow attacks now. Angry Birds. But yeah, Atreus is definitely the, like, I do not know what I want to do with my life, actually. No, I don't know what college program I want to get into. This is his equivalent of going backpacking in Europe for, like, a year. Actually, it's more like Odin offered him an internship straight out of high school, and his dad's like, I don't want you to go work for that guy. He sucks. Okay, we killed him. Where? What? Was that just like a back attack? Is there still a guy? There he is. Okay, you're up there. Fuck, I was wondering where the fuck you were. There you are.
No, it doesn't.
Mom's gonna have a real tough time keeping me in Asgard after this.
Yeah, we'll just, get some Bifrost goo. However the Bifrost works. I don't think we've actually seen a Bifrost. We've just seen some Bifrost beams.
Which way?
The mask showed it was straight ahead earlier. Of course, the way's blocked.
Maybe they're trying to keep people out. Or something.
I don't know. Is there a boss in hell?
I bet there's another way around.
There's something Interesting. I actually think this is an interesting mythological stretch, but you'll
Okay.
see.
Yeah, because like I know we saw a weird big bird earlier.
Yeah, that's Hushargar.
Okay.
Helsvargar. Like I said, because Hell cannot actually be here because of reasons. They
It'd be
basically
very
kidnapped the bird, the eagle from Yggdrasil, and dropped her in Hell, and just made Ratisker the one that lives in the canopy. They left Nidhogg alone, but Nidhogg's dead.
Aha! I see more soundstone.
Oh, where?
You know what to do.
Oh, also,
there.
I
Hiding in the corner.
I will mention there are stags as well, but that becomes a that becomes a side quest later.
I didn't always. After a bad fight with Mom, I snuck out and found them training. Somehow, every movement they made had such purpose, like they knew exactly where they needed to be. And in that moment, so did I. So, where to now?
Looks like it's through here.
Is there anything? Yes, there is.
The training gave me.
Ah, she's just pushing the thing.
Too heavy?
Shut up. Somebody's blocking it.
I'll take a look, but I want to hear the rest.
Just go find some cash. Never know when you need cash money.
Cash money, get money.
That's really good. Okay. Let's see. There's a chain? Can I shoot the chain? No.
I think you gotta find a view on the other side.
Should I stop pushing?
Not yet.
Like, probably through there somewhat.
Ah, here we go. Okay, I look from this side. Ah, there we go. I can shoot that. Got it.
Not bad.
I know. As I was saying, seeing the Valkyries fight, all strength and style, no apologies, it gave me clarity. For the first time I saw my path forward, clear as day.
Yay. Alright, the other side of this. Said there's no Dark Souls shortcut. There's gonna be some guys around here somewhere.
Too bad giants have to follow
There's a health rock.
Make your own path.
I could use a little bit of healing. Alright, where are you guys coming from? Oh shit, is it the boat again? This boat's not made out of toenails, though. Some fucking weird harpoon shit, though. I think we saw those grapples last time we were here. Or technically one of the couple of times we were here.
Now let's see.
I do like that boy needs a little extra effort to slide those out of the way.
Yeah, they know what they're about.
Also, the first time he tries to open a chest, he just punches it. Like Dad would.
Step aside, little man. This one's stuck too, but I feel it weakening.
Put those thighs to work.
Maybe I should just shut up and concentrate.
I'm looking. I don't see anything. It's hard to tell because everything is fucking foggy.
Maybe I should just shut up and concentrate.
Okay, you're telling me to do something, but I can't
Well,
see.
keep looking.
She's trying.
Actually, go back. Go back and look at see if there's door door there.
There. Oh, there we go. Now we see it.
Sure looks like it.
Yeah, I had to think about that for a second, but yeah, no, if the solution is not obvious, you gotta take a step back.
There are still some people I know who to this day complain this game is too handholdy, and I'm like, I don't think it is, really. Like right there, what was Thrid's response to you not doing the right thing? It was just like, maybe I should just shut up and concentrate. Like, that wasn't like, maybe we should step back and look at it from another angle, or is there a mechanism somewhere? You know, it's just like, she's just, you know, doing her thing while you're not doing something, and you figure it out. Anyway, get the fucking yeet out of here. Spin kick.
Make a good team.
Yeah,
Hold on, I have to open this box first. Okay, where are you feeling, Masky?
Looks like it's through here, but it's blocked.
But it's blocked.
Unfortunately, Thread doesn't have enough barbarian levels to bend bars, lift gates yet.
What if I move this? Aha! Can you get up there?
This is absolutely what you use your barbarian in D&D for, though.
See if you can find a way to cut the
Atreus is kind of like a ranger.
I'll wait here. I don't have a fancy way up like you do.
Got it.
Okay. Find that cache. We kicked down a chain. Let's take a little...
Ingrid, was I too rude about her grandfather? She should know the truth, right? Yeah, guess so.
Hey, you talking to me?
No. Just talking to Ingrid.
Okay. Well, I'm waiting.
Listen, Dad taught me about shiny boxes.
Shiny boxes are good, yeah.
Wolf. Okay, so we got Falcon. What does Wolf do in this case? Up to 3 spectral wolves that just fucking body those guys. That's pretty good.
Nom, 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 nom.
I'm nowhere near... No, I don't even have enough for first level on that one. Well, this one's leveled up, so I'll hold on to that one until I can level up Doggo.
Let's see. Where can I get a better view of that crate?
Which crate in this context? Let's see. Is there anything else up here I'm forgetting? Well, they'll put all the materials in the thing, so let's go back up. And look down.
Three Wolf Moon. Yo.
No, that's not it. Okay. Probably that crate over there, then. Can I... see anything about that? Ooh, Smashels. I guess there are some fully independently minded people who don't want any, like, hints or anything at some point, which this game does eventually do if you are stuck most of the time. But, yeah, it's
There's
definitely,
no
like...
pleasing everybody.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, a lot of people have been talking recently about how they find fucking, vocal protagonists to be fucking annoying and need to go back to silent protagonists. But I was actually looking at some reviews for games, like not even a few years old, and people were complaining about how the protagonist is fucking silent. And I'm just like, can't people just be all like, this ain't my thing, but whatever, I'll just, you know, ride with it?
No, sadly, I feel like right now, anyway, we're in the era of discourse where you can't just say, this isn't my thing. If you don't like something, for whatever reason, you have to base your not liking on some kind of, like, critical thinking thing, so it's always like, well, it's I don't like it because it's objectively bad, it's low quality, this thing and that thing is bad, or... there's some political thing about this is bad, actually. Or whatever. And sometimes people simplify that with just, like, it's cringe. I don't know what people are using as, like, a moral justification for why they don't like Forspoken, considering it has a woman of color as a protagonist, who is also, you know, that's the real-life actress she's based on. It's, you know, one of those kind of mocap dealios. I haven't seen a lot of that. I see just a lot of people be like, his dialogue is cringe. It's, you know, generic or whatever. But apparently, like, that, again, that game I don't remember the name of, that Bethesda just stealth released or whatever, is also kind of, like, irreverent and, you know, off the cuff. And people just don't have a really good way to, like, explain why they don't like something. You know, and I think we need to have, like, at some point, hopefully, we need to have, like a general cultural thing on our terminally online people and just realize that, like, it's okay to not like things. Like, we had to teach people it was okay to like things when we did this nerd culture revolution.
Yeah.
Right? We had to teach people that it was okay for you to think, you know, magical elf games and dragons and video games were cool, and now we made them all mainstream. Now we need to teach people that it's okay to not like things. Like, if you don't like the way, you know, as a while it is an action game, God of War is a very story-heavy game. Oh, I hear somebody growling and grumbling around this corner. If you don't like how the game tries to do things to progress its storytelling, whether that's the hints or whatever, like, that's why I think it gives hints.
We gotta get out of here.
The mask. We're so close. Besides, I don't think it's dangerous.
Are we looking at the same thing? Maybe. He's locked up for a good reason.
I can feel what he's feeling. It's a giant thing. Look, he just wants to be free. Peace
Big
must
dog.
be behind him.
Big dog.
Alright, let's start with the lock not near its
1, a 2.
It's the fluffy boy.
Is it a loop for a 3rd?
Yeah, nope. Chat, be silent. Don't go near his mouth.
It is the danger point. All right, we got some clasps. Oh, are you just gonna... Okay, you're just gonna punch those. All right.
Loki, what's going on? You panicking?
There we go.
Heavy sleeper. Let's do the next.
This. Look at those blood-soaked chops, boy. Consider this.
Yeah.
There.
Ooh,
Looks like there was another one under his foot.
a little bit of a thing going on here. Anyway, hey, there's 3 chains. Ow.
You're welcome, mangy mutt.
Let's look in the chamber he was guarding.
3 fetters, huh? It's interesting. Though that's not necessarily mythologically accurate to the 3 fetters, because we had to do the work on 2 ourselves, and then he broke the 1.
How? It's not responding anymore. This has never
But
happened.
you said trust you. And we let that thing loose. Grandfather's gonna kill me. We gotta get out of here.
Ah,
Come
don't
on.
be a baby. You're fine. We're gonna find a way back to Asgard.
Through. Wait up.
Maybe we missed it. Maybe it's back here somewhere.
Through. It's gonna be okay.
It's not gonna be okay.
How can you say that? I shouldn't have listened.
You shouldn't have through. You really have.
If I made a mistake, I'll fix it. I can find the piece.
I don't know.
Oh no, you're hubris boy.
Yeah, it's another recurring aspect. It's almost like you're part Greek. You're fucking hubris. Then again, I don't know. Did Kratos, did you teach him anything about hubris?
Probably not.
Oh.
You absolute, unqualified moron.
Hey. Where the fuck did you go?
You know that thing tears holes between realms.
No. No one tells me anything.
Well, I suppose I should expect nothing less from half-breeds.
Don't call me
Ah, what a dickhead you are.
I will call you whatever I like, Junior.
Leave him alone. It was a mistake.
No! The mistake
Thread,
was allowing
clap his
you
ass.
to think that you were Rennie. You helped him, didn't you? What side are you on anyway?
I mean, I'm gonna be real. I know Heimdall is
It's great work. Thanks to your future vision, you can tell that Thread's gonna fucking...
And what are you going to do exactly? You see, everyone takes it
But,
easy on you because they are afraid.
I'm gonna be real. When you see a giant, blood-soaked wolf dog just chained up, you should not just, free it.
No, yeah, we should ask questions.
Yes.
Whoop.
Again.
Yes, the dumb does not fall far from the tree. Very well, then.
Heimdall, you're a fucking ass. You're right about things, but you're a fucking ass, which makes it worse.
Yeah.
You have a lot to learn, little girl. Starting with who your family is.
How old is Heimdall supposed to be looking here? Is he supposed to be an adult or just like an older
I assume
teenager?
so. Like, he's taller than everybody. Also, Thread, by the way, you can do AoE lightning. You should just, like, blast him.
Please, do not let this little weasel feed your delusions any longer.
Now, here we go. No, no, area attacks, Thrud. There's only so much area he can do.
Let's fucking throw off lightning like it's water.
Well, you toddlers are boring.
Listen, I honestly, I kind of feel like this is part of the writing. I feel like the game's trying to make it so we don't feel bad for the fact that Kratos is gonna scrunch Heimdall up into a little ball and, like, juggle him into the sun or something. We're gonna fucking chaos dunk his ass through Asgard. But, like, on the other hand, Heimdall really isn't trying to make us feel bad for the fact that we're gonna kick his ass.
Damn, he's not here. Let's check his study. Oh boy,
I don't think he's gonna lose it.
Father will have my back.
After the All-Father sent him away sulking with his tail between his legs.
Game.
Doubtful. And you.
Here we go. I can walk.
I am haunted by your incompetence. It keeps me up at night.
Whatever.
Well, as long as it keeps you from wetting the bed, Heimdall.
I find the hues and shades of your shortcomings almost moving. If we could only somehow harness your uselessness, we could fuel this
Really?
entire city.
They put a lot of effort into making Heimdall a fucking
I
ass.
need your help, Loki.
Sorry.
Save it for the All-Father.
No one likes Heimdall. I don't think anyone likes Heimdall.
We have a lot to discuss.
Loki, I'll meet you in your room when I'm finished here. Shouldn't be long.
Okay.
My mission went quite well.
Yeah, I should have cut him.
Thanks a lot.
Thrud,
I don't want to hear it. Everything was fine.
I don't know about that part.
Yeah,
I'll
I
make
didn't
it
know.
up to you. I swear. I really messed up. It's times like this I really miss home. Ingrid, did you have a home before you came here? Someone who took care of you? It sounds like a yes. Maybe I could help you find them without, you know, screwing it up. Sound like a plan?
Ah,
May I come in?
sure. Walk on in.
I heard what Heimdall had to say. I'd like to hear it from you.
Mask pointed me at a dog. I let the dog out. It moved. No, don't. Ah, yay. You guys are all bad at this.
Well, we all make
Logical thinking, Loki. You point the mask at the dog. When the dog moves.
Green Garm. That
Yeah,
was a big
Garm.
one. Chaos
Yeah,
is
it's
already
Garma.
spilling out into the other realms. We're safe here in Asgard.
That's the one that eats Tyr
Everywhere else.
in Ragnarok normally.
I think I want to go home now.
Okay, if that's what you want. I meant it when I said you're not a prisoner here. It's your choice. Go, clear your mind.
Yeah, you do.
That. But before you go, I'll need the mask.
Sounds about right.
The fair cop.
The mask is important.
It's not that I don't trust you. You understand? It's the company you keep. Oh, and Ingrid?
Are you sure? All right.
Ingrid, I'm a little. Ingrid's not a fair cop. You weren't doing anything with that sword.
No. It's just part of the Odin manipulation.
Now you have two things here.
Loki, when you do decide you're ready to continue our work here, Hugin will be waiting for you in your old home. You screwed up. Doesn't change the fact that you're welcome here.
If you weren't such a manipulative bastard, that'd be very good words.
Yeah, but also, Odin.
And say hi to Mimir
Ouch.
for me.
Also, Odin, you did not do a good job of making other people make me feel welcome here.
No. Well, honestly, that's manipulation. By making him feel isolated from everyone else, Loki has to then rely more on Odin himself for feelings of comfort and whatnot.
Yeah. And then the only other person I think Loki was at all friends with was Thrud, who, as we saw, was like, at this moment in her life, if it was picked between Loki and Grandpa Allfather, it would be Odin wins that discussion, so he knows that that's not a problem. But also, like, I mean, he's got his own moves for, like, making Atreus come back, but, like, Odin doesn't do a great job of, like, trying to coach Heimdall to be less of a tool to Atreus to make him feel like he wants to stay. Wow, just fucking no-selling that. That guy stabbed me, and I didn't really care that much.
Better use the Mystic Gateway quick.
Get the fuck out of here.
Odin was right. Freeing Garm. How did I screw up so
You're
bad?
following a mask that doesn't talk to you.
And you're making decisions without all the information.
Yeah.
Almost home. It's gonna be fine. Everything's fine.
No, your sad dad's gonna be very sad.
No, no, no.
It's you! Wait, it's you!
Here! Nice time!
Become Doggo.
You don't need these heads.
You don't need all your body parts. It's fine. Oh, there's some extra. Just fucking pop out. Like it ain't no thing.
No Wayne but a chicken thing.
Just pick up all these Angie rocks. Will I get enough to become Doggo again? Almost. Ow, you fucker. Cold.
Oh, you
shit.
got enough.
Now I got enough. I think it's after I got frozen. Ah. Anyway, fuck you. Also, shoutouts to Atreus going full Doggo mode. Bit that guy who was on fire. Didn't give a single fuck. That's some spicy food right there.
Tell me when.
Lessa.
Lessa. Rifa. Lessa. Rifa.
Knife.
Father.
Off your back. Help Freya. I was rather.
Dad transition. Ooh. New Angie. Fucking single target Angie. Oh, that's fun. Alright. Animation was a little fucked up there because of the house, but still funny. Yeah! Yeah, but close range. Whoop!
Whoa! Oh, they closed it.
Yeah, I sucked it up. A little violent.
Just a bit.
Damn. I need some coffee.
Is it over? No thanks to you.
head. There's no reason to be fucking...
Where is Atreus?
Atreus? Has the runaway returned and brought all this with him?
He gets sucked up into the hole?
No.
It's foggy.
Just hold still.
I told you I'm fine.
Oh, you're bleeding.
Quit your blubbering.
No, you're just sad. Sad boy. Sad boy and sad dad. Hug. Give him a hug.
What do I call you?
It's not probably how you should have started this conversation.
No, I think it's fair.
I mean, it's a good question. Oh, he's going for the hug. Okay. That works too.
Like, Atreus doesn't necessarily see it, but Kratos isn't really dictating Atreus' way of life, but rather how he approaches, you know, problems and solution and making sure they have the skills to survive.
Yeah.
What has happened?
And there are times, right, where I think Boy is correct, where Atreus does have these moments of, like, trying to figure out this shit where he's like, he wants to have a decision or have an idea.
That is not your fault.
Yes, it is. There was a wolf in hell. He's in chains and I set him free. I thought that if
Garm! Great bleeder fuck, lad, you freed Garm!
Garm? Who freed Garm? That's madness. Surely not you, young one.
If the Hound of Hell is loose, he'll chew through the...
I've noticed, thank you.
Hellwalkers are just the beginning. What were you thinking?
Aye, this is a fuck up of not insignificant proportions.
What would drive you to such mischief? Is this Loki's doing?
Enough.
There we go. Dad's like, I don't know anything about this dog. Fucking step off.
Atreus has made a mistake. One that we will fix together.
Also, I would say, I would like to ask any of you, have you, none of you fucked up?
Now, if you don't mind, I'd rather stay here. I've had my fill of visits to Helheim.
He is a cold head. Frey's just like, really? Fine. Hey.
one problem. How much do I have a way back to Elon?
Perhaps the squirrel does.
I need to speak with you at once. At once, I say.
Oh,
He ran over
over
the
there. Okay. What's up, homie squirrel?
Gentlemen, I apologize for my brusque tone, but whatever has lately transpired in Helheim is completely unacceptable. I must insist you remedy the situation without
Yeah, no
further
problem.
delay. I implore you, return to
there's
Helheim
loot.
post-haste and undo whatever it is you've done.
Ooh, frozen spark. Can I go back inside and do shopping? Yes.
And, well,
Thank you, Redditosker.
Sindri, you okay? What happened to your head? Are you kidding?
You did this.
I did?
Yes, with your bear claws.
I didn't know.
Hey, don't you two start up again. Can't you see my head pounding?
Okay, so it was... No, I thought it was a frozen flame. Am I missing something?
Well, I see that whole stop something bad from happening plan worked just like magic.
Enough.
Sindri, if you decide to grow up hair and get petty, I will punt you into your forge. Where's a little nervous squeedly boy? Okay, so what have I got? I've got attuned elements. Bonus damage for burning or frosted. I can craft detonating. Has a moderate chance to increase strength and stagger resistance. Chance to grant unstoppable aura. That's pretty cool. It's also just better than what I got equipped right now. Okay.
Let's see, my boy. What'll it be?
Well, I can sort all that stuff out later. It is about time to wrap up stream. But knowing how this game is sometimes weird, we shall go through the door to Helheim first. Then I will save and wrap it up. But there, we got some stuff done. We finished up our Svartalheim adventures. We took a nap. We had some boy time.
Aren't you gonna, you know, reprimand me?
No. I am relieved. You are safe.
Okay. Wow. Maybe I should run away more often.
Atreus.
Kidding. Sorry.
It's too soon for jokes.
So where'd the new spear come from?
Brok made it. From Dropnir.
What's that?
A ring.
But what's its story?
I do not know. You were not there to ask.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. Oh, fuck, it's right here. And there he's gone. Cool.
He's probably just scared. He was chained up for a really long time.
Yeah, a fucking bird? Yes, hold on.
A desperate creature can be the most dangerous.
I know.
Can I just fucking... Probably not from back here. Maybe. There's a straightaway. Seems a little finicky with the spear. Has a smaller hitbox. Watch out. Oops, still not too far. All right, you.
Come on, we gotta get across before he opens up more realm tears.
Atreus, I'm trying to kill a bird.
But Atreus, it mocks me.
You know you could solve this, boy, by just shooting it with your bow.
Those ravens back to Niflheim.
Yeah, it was 21 ravens. Let's drop a save right here. And that'll be our stream for today. We're progressing. Dad and boy are back together. It's a little early, but we've just started a new segment. People want more new classes in FGO? Please don't.
Why?
We've literally got 2 pretenders. Ugh.
Someone probably wants a specific niche filled.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I feel there's other ways to do that without talking about classes. But all right, this has been a good stream. Thank you so much for coming, showing up. Ooh, hey, funny enough, it's weather outside is foggy. It says on my computer. How's that for cross promotion? It's foggy in game and foggy in real life. But yes, thank you so much for that. We accomplished some good stuff, and people are excited for this next bit. So hopefully we'll have a good stream next time. Dad and boy are back together finally. Now we got to chase a giant wolf. Which, to be fair, we did need. We did need some giant wolves. All of our wolves so far were fairly regular sized. It's good to get some giant wolves.
It's very true.
But, yeah, we'll see you guys next time. We did record an AP this week. We gamed. It was great. Had a great time. So that AP will be up sometime.
At some point.
We'll figure it out. And we
I
should
have to
be
stop
doing
being angry at it.
Yeah. You'll get over it. We always do. But should still be on the ball for Failed Betrayal on Tuesday and more Final Fantasy 14 on Wednesday. There will be a new seasonal event to do, and then I will probably keep going back to do more main story quests because I want to get to Heavensward and do stuff. Heavensward stuff.
Heaven stuff.
I mean, the simple thing is, I would not mind becoming a machinist. I want to throw wrenches at people and shoot them with guns. I believe that's one of the Heavensward classes, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that would be funny to mix that into my my repertoire as a ranged DPS. Also, yeah, I keep talking about people keep talking about floor stuff, so I'm ready to be floor. Thank you so much, everybody. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll let you guys get on out of here. Good night, everybody.
Have a good evening, everyone.
Okay, let's stream